partner?
Some debauchery.
Yeah, debauchery. All right, I'm not gonna do like a whole intro here. Just guys, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe button. There we go. Now that I have my man voice back. All right, Phil. Where are we at? Phil?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got a party, didn't I?
What's that?
I'm in your party, right?
You should be.
Yeah.
And better news, my stream thing
Let's
is
say
still
George-
not working. So we're just gonna go ahead and get to work here. If my chat bar would work. I fucking hate this. You know, if streaming wasn't such a great way to bring new people into the channel, I would never do it. I actually hate streaming. Oh, hey, my mom's here. And so is Sarah. Phil, say hello to Aunt Kath and Sarah.
Hi, Aunt Kath. I love you. Hi, Sarah. I don't know you.
Hello, Sarah. I feel ambivalent.
Oh, Ellis just texted me, and he said that he just sent me the notification he got from YouTube that you're live.
Oh, nice. You're like, damn, that's crazy. Let's see. Battle Royale duos. And then I guess I should text Abby too, because she's like... Oh, okay, never mind. She's not coming. Alright, it's just you and me. Taking on the world.
As it should be.
As it should. As God intended.
All right, we better win at least one game because I canceled a date to do
You
this.
canceled? Phil, I would have understood.
No. It's perfect because now it buys me more time to see if I actually like her.
Well, alright, fair enough.
Well, that and like, also, I probably would have been back, honestly, by the date from now, just because of how bad it's gonna get, unless, like, you know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, in case you guys become Eskimo brothers, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what that means, right? Doing it in the snow?
That's what it should mean. I have no idea why Eskimo Brothers means what it actually means.
Hold on. There we
Like,
go.
the Mile High Club makes sense.
Yeah. You know, you go on a plane.
Yeah.
Mom, is that any better? Is Phil still extremely loud?
Do I need to put my phone up?
I was gonna say, actually, I need you to talk now, Phil. Like, Phil, wait, don't go quiet.
Check. Microphone check 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, you should be good. I think you're just a smidgems louder than me, but that's all right, because sometimes you get quiet.
Yeah. See, it's perfect.
Yeah, see?
That way, when I do talk, everybody will pay attention.
They'll know it's me by the rapturous sound of my voice. All right. Yeah, Alex isn't gonna make it either. He said he's with friends or whatever the fuck that means.
See, that's what I'm afraid of. Like, don't get me wrong. Nothing makes me happier in this world to know that then, like, Alex has a bunch of friends, and then Nick has Haley. So then, like, I know that they're not, like, alone. But goddamn, like, sometimes it really gets in the way. and when we go up to Pittsburgh, I'm like, I'm gonna wanna like hang out with Alex.
Right.
But I damn well like there's gonna be a couple of the nights when we're there that he's like, all right, bye.
Yeah, that's always been kind of my thing too, is getting into relationships. I always do make a point of like, how do I put this? Like, especially with Amelia, like, it's great that we're in this relationship and everything, but like, I am my own person, you know?
Yeah.
And that's not gonna change just because I'm in a relationship.
Right.
So like, even when we first started dating, like, sure, you know, she would tag along with me a lot of places, but like, when I would go to, excuse me, when I would like go on not vacations, I would just go with Jesse on like random trips and stuff, like on weekend trips.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead. We'll turn both you and the game audio down. Okay, I'm gonna pick where we go.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the drop master today.
You're the new Nick.
I'm the new Nick.
Ugh.
You ready?
Yes.
It's actually a little early to jump, but...
And I jumped check.
Alright, let's bounce. My mom's over here trying to tell me that, marriage is different than a relationship. Like, is it really? Shame on you for thinking that it's different. You should treat every relationship as if it's a marriage.
It's exactly the same as a relationship, except it sucks all the fun out.
It's like a relationship, just worse. So we do got a guy here.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna drop on him because he is by himself.
I got your back.
Cool, he's at the bottom.
Oh, no, somebody's coming with him. I'm getting him. Oh, bitch.
Nice.
All right. Hey, that's my cousin.
That's my cousin. You get away from his bunghole.
Oh, shit, he's right up here. Fuck, he got me. God damn it. I never stood a chance. Well, how did he have an automatic pistol? What the hell?
Don't worry, Phil, I got him.
There we go. See, and now if this was Rebirth, I'd already be back, but no.
I don't know what that is. I've never... So do you go to the gulag, or what's...
Yeah, I'm in the gulag.
Okay.
I'm about to get in a game. Who's my partner? What's his name? Weezman. Let's go, or Weezam.
I don't know if that's better.
Probably worse.
I would say worse.
Oh god.
Hold on. Yeah, see, Mom, Sarah agrees with me about the marriage thing. STB 556. I don't know if I actually want that. I like this Latchman thing. Hell yeah! P. Diddy's coming back on it.
Ooh.
There was, where did I see it at? Got this custom pistol. I think that's the machine pistol you were talking about. Yeah.
I might just pick that up until we find something else. Oh.
I mean, this is a pretty unlooted area here.
Yeah.
So we're doing all right. I didn't think there was too many people around either where we dropped at. Okay. All right, Mom. Thanks for stopping by. Phil, say goodbye to Aunt Kath.
Hi, Aunt Kath. I love you.
I do love that she's supportive of this. It is weird that she does stop by streams. Like, I never thought of her as somebody who would even know what the YouTube live thing is, but it is cool that that she does stop by.
Yeah, she's got the noties on.
Exactly, she's got them noties, bro. All right. I found a bunch of stuff. Oh, there's an M4 here.
Ooh.
I know you guys like your M4s. I really like this Lockman thing. This thing's pretty dope.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. This is the first time I've ever played Call of Duty where I really don't know the names of the guns. I just kind of look at the shape and see stuff like that.
Well, if I'm being honest, I only know like 3 guns.
Yeah.
There's the Lockman, the M4, and whatever the 50 cal is. Oh, and I guess I could say that I know the Squirty Frog. Oh, Phil. Oh, that's bad.
Oh.
Ah. That's on me. I don't know if we got this one, Phil.
Have faith. Where did he go? You motherfucker.
I could have definitely had that guy too.
Well, so did I, and he just like vanished into the wall.
I need to get better. I need to go to the firing range and just work on the moving targets. Because, like, I'm good at the ones that, like, dance around and everything, or drop down to the ground. It's the guys that just, like, walk in the same direction.
Yeah.
My brain's just not ready with that. Alright, let's see if I can get back in.
Oh, shit. Well, if you don't come back, I have enough money to bring you back now.
Ooh, there we go. No, I'm good.
Let's go. Yeah, there's some shit here if you wanna.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna drop right back down. I actually really like that gun that I had, so hopefully I can pick it back up.
No idea where that guy went. Kind of wigging me out a little bit.
Wait a minute. Yeah, here we go. I think you're at a strong. Oh no 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 no! I got a guy shooting at me.
Oh god, where?
I don't know. He was over in this direction.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. You shot at me too. It's not very good,
That
though.
son of a gun. Oh, may not matter. Yeah, he's right here.
Oh god, he's got a teammate.
Yeah, I downed him though. Not his teammate. His teammate's coming over. He's rezzing, he's rezzing, he's rezzing. Shit.
No fucking way, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my. Alright.
That's,
You know,
that's enough of the warm-ups, you know?
I never liked this game, and so...
Going back to wobbly life.
Yeah. Fall Guys it is.
Fall Guys. Which, hey, I will say, at any point in time, if you want to switch over, you let me know.
Yeah.
Right, Sarah? I don't know if you're still here. I don't have a thing. Yeah, let's back out. Wonder if that's a dock that I could have. That's what I need to invest in, is some more plugins for OBS here. Then we can actually see what's going on. No, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, see, it doesn't... I'd probably have to restart it to get my cool encoder, or my cool plugin, you know?
Right.
I know you know, Phil. I know. Alright, good. Sarah's still here. Oh, no! I hate moving my thing around. I don't know. I just wish I was a better streamer, Phil, you know? That's all I want in life.
I wish I was just good.
Let me check this audio here real fast. Phil, can you talk for me?
Talk. Tick tock, talk, ting tock, talk.
Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. Duos. Get back into it. Weapon inactive. I don't know what any of this is. I don't understand this game, Phil, you know?
You and me both.
You ain't lying, though. Oh, wait, maybe she's not here anymore. Hold on. I gotta figure this out.
Okay. You know what really grinds my gears?
What's that?
I matched with this woman on Hinge.
I don't even know what that is, but continue.
You don't know what Hinge is?
No, I'm married.
Oh,
I've been dating my wife for 6 years.
Some guys have all the luck.
Is OkCupid still a thing?
No, well, it's a dating app. And anyways, so she's like we were talking like nonstop, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I finally and like it's like good conversation. So I never do this because usually they ask me, but I finally was like, you know what, like I'm asking for her number, and so I did, and she gave it to me right away.
Right.
And now it's like one text a day. I'm sick of this shit, man. I don't know how I don't know how this works. I don't know what it's like to be single.
And you know what? I will say that was always my problem with online dating too. Is like I never had much luck with online dating.
Yeah.
Because it was exactly shit like that, you know?
Well, it would just be like I get if it's like bad conversations to start, but it's like literally like everything was fine, and then as soon as I had an easier way to talk to you, it's like no thanks.
Swept him. Who needs them? But yeah, I get you. You know, I hate that they don't let you kill all the way up to the final, like, seconds.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Yeah. But, oh, Sarah says, oh, never mind. Sarah says she never had good luck on online dating, too.
Sarah, you and me both.
Yeah, I don't know. I just... It's great for hookups. I'll say that. Like, if you're just trying to get your rocks off, man, you can get those things polished clean, you know?
I wish.
Yeah. But that's like, you gotta move on it. That's like same day kind of shit.
Oh, God.
And like, you know...
I like to be wined and dined a little bit.
It's nice, you know?
What am I, some common whore?
I don't want to just be treated like a piece of meat. I don't know. Let's go here.
Right there?
Yeah, so we're gonna have to jump like right now.
Oh, okay. I don't know why, but something keeps popping up every time you do it, and it's always in the wrong spot. So I always have to search for the thing that's actually marked.
That's weird. Although I will say that's happened to me too. Because like that's how Nick and Haley got together too.
Yeah.
Is through online. Yeah. Well.
Well,
you know, I got a whole thing about the kind of people that actually, you know, make things work through online dating, but yeah, not that there's anything wrong with the two of them, you know, but like
per se,
I just find that very like super crazy people, you know, like like I love Haley, don't get me wrong, I think she's great, and I definitely don't think Nick could do better, right? I think he's very lucky to have found her, but
that's more against Nick than it is pro her.
Exactly. Oh no, and like I said, Haley is very great.
Yeah.
But she, you know, she's a little spicy, you know, if I'm being honest. Like she's definitely got that crazy laugh, right? You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like she laughs, but it's kind of like she's definitely going to stab him at some point in time.
Well, it's just really funny when like Nick says something like kind of like risque or whatever, or like about somebody else, or like we make jokes about like women or something, like, you know, Nick's past relationships or something, and then she just goes like that crazy ass laugh.
Yeah.
Like, this is funny at all.
It's like, yeah, you know, maybe we should just stop talking about this for now.
New subject.
I'll take that frag. I'm gonna go frags, you know?
Might as well.
Where's that other one? There we go. I'm not too happy with my gun setup right now. But yeah, and like that's that's kind of been my experience with online dating too, is like, you know, they're great and they're really cool at first, and then you like date them for more than a month and it's like, you know, I feel like maybe I'm trapped.
Well, that's just every relationship with me.
Well, sure, but like, you know, I don't know. Well, we could talk about women all day if we wanted to, but maybe we don't on stream.
Well, that conversation will lead us nowhere.
No, I mean, truthfully, like it's just how people are these days. Is, you know, nobody's really held together well. So anyway, now that it's dead quiet, Sarah, I don't know what you mean like a witch, like a sandwich. I do love me some sandwiches.
Who doesn't?
That's what I've been saying. That's what that's what the big mayonnaise experience is best known for.
Oh, so have you ever seen that like roll for sandwich guy on TikTok?
I have not. I'm pretty new to TikTok, if I'm being honest. I definitely enjoy it, but I am not a knowing person. You know.
I'll send you some of his TikToks, so then you can get on the algorithm will start setting you up. It's the greatest like mini series on TikTok I've ever seen. Like it's this like guy, and he lives in Grand Rapids.
Oh, nice.
Which is sick because like I want to interview him so bad. But he's like, he's like a big Dungeons and Dragons guy, and so he will like roll his dice for different like sandwich ingredients. And that's whatever, like that's his lunch. Like no matter what he rolls, like the other day he rolled like a candy cane and jackfruit, some other whatever. So like some of the sandwiches are like nasty, and he eats them. But then sometimes like he had one that like he got like I want to say like 5 million likes and like 20 million views or something, and it was like peanut butter, banana peppers, and some other thing. And he said it was really good. Like he gave it a 10, and it like popped off. So he's like a big famous guy now for just like literally eating, which is crazy.
And I will say that is kind of one that, like, you know, my whole YouTube thing, right?
Oh, that was me.
Like those planes were you?
Oh no,
because they were bombing like that, not that house, but the one over.
Oh, well, that was not me.
So we might have some friends up ahead here.
Well, good. I'm very alone.
What was I gonna say though?
Something about TikTok or your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, the wobbly life thing, right? Like that was supposed to be just like a quick one-off, right? Abby wanted to do it super bad. Ooh, overpressured. I don't know what that means, but I feel it on an emotional level.
But that is so me.
This is my gun. It is called to me. Yeah, so that was supposed to be just like a quick one-off thing, and it just ended up exploding, right?
Yeah, right.
So yeah, so now I have to run with it. I am now 100% Big Mayonnaise, known for my Wobbly Life series. And that's like how I've gotten 90% of my people.
You're gonna be honest. I've seen a bunch of those, and I still have no idea what Wobbly Life is.
Yeah, I don't. It's okay. I tagged the train going by the way. I don't know if there's anybody on there, but the train is here. It's usually not a.
I don't see anybody on it.
I see some explosions going off over here, but I don't necessarily see anyone. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Wobbly Life's not great, and but it's okay. Playing it solo is absolutely abysmal, but like it's definitely a game that's meant to be played with friends.
Right.
And like it's not bad. It's a decent way to spend like an hour. But
oh yeah.
Yeah. You just burn out of stuff really fast. Well, what do you want to do, Phil?
I mean, we're not really in the middle, but I mean, let's wait the 15 seconds until the zone closes, then we can decide.
All right, sounds good. By the way, Sarah says that she knows that guy, the sandwich guy.
Oh, yeah, he's the best. Man, yeah. Sarah's cool as shit.
Well, so you know Gregor, right?
Do I? Have I met him?
He is extremely tall.
Was he one of your groomsmen?
Yeah, he was the only person there that was taller than Nick.
Yep. I know him. Let's go this building.
All right. Yeah. So Sarah is his wife.
Oh, okay. Shouts out. How did they meet?
Through online dating.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Another story. When will it be my turn?
One of these days, Phil. One of these days. What was I going to talk about, though? I don't know.
Talking about life for a little bit.
Who needs it? Garbage. Worthless conversation.
Your biggest Wobbly Life fan is watching right now.
I know. I don't know that she's still watching, which, yes, hello, girly. Thank you for dropping by. Ooh, what do we... Ooh, I got a Pila and a UAV. I'm gonna snag that. Oh, and a revive pistol. I definitely want that better than the recon drone.
Oh, I'm being hunted. Awesome.
Well, I might have a solution to that problem. Let me know if you find any launcher ammo.
Oh, we may want to... Well, I mean, we've got a couple minutes. No, we're not that far. Never mind. We can hang out here.
Oh, yeah. I found a grenade launcher, just so that we're clear. Which, I love. If I'm just being frank here. Yeah, I did, I forget who I was playing. I know I was playing with Tyler and cousin Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Sarah and Gregor did not meet through online dating.
Oh.
Yeah, they had a mutual friend.
Oh, so what you're saying, I need to find friends.
Yes.
That could be even harder for me.
You just
I saw people running over here.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see him. Let's push straight up on them. Because we've got this hill in the way, so they're not going to see us coming up. And then they should be downhill by the time we get them, so I can hit them with my launcher, no problem. Or maybe even a lot of problems. We'll find out.
It's part of the magic.
Because I really don't know the range on this thing. Watch they went around the mountain to hit us. Ooh. Hey, I got one of those.
They were just here. How the fuck did they get that far away?
I don't know. All right. Oh, Phil.
What?
You're so far from me.
Oh, no.
Oh, hey, we got him. On that ridge over there. Yeah.
Oh,
there he goes. His buddy's going.
Yeah. We're gonna go after him, or?
I don't know. It looks like they're just kind of standing there. Yeah, let's push up. What else we got going on, right?
Not a damn thing. Oh, we're in. We're getting precision. God help us all.
You're getting precisioned.
And now we're getting mortar strike. What the hell?
I think they saw us coming and we're like, you know what? I'm just going to drop all my shit here. Phil, no!
Phil, no what?
Oh, yeah. On my mini-map, you were, like, getting straight bombarded.
Oh, I am. I'm also a 3-star now.
Yeah, I saw that.
But I only have to last 10 more seconds, so I'm just gonna stay put.
Good choice. Good choice.
We did a.
Woo!
I can't be killed.
I'm a god. All right. Well, I guess let's just keep going where we were going.
Oh god, a big shot at.
They had us surrounded.
Oh god, oh fuck.
That's right. That's what the gulag is for.
Exactly.
We didn't lose. This is just a tactical reset. I didn't like that gun anyway. Plus, I think we'll end up being in the same gulag anyway, so.
Exactly.
Yeah, what can go wrong? Yo, this guy's name is Johnny Bravo and Steelers Fan 1. Like, he's got the OG Steelers fan account. Like, well, how do I even compete, you know? Oh. Oh! Hated that.
I killed one.
He's coming up on you now. He got me.
Damn, he got me.
155th. Why do we even bother? Let's go to Fall Guys. This game sucks. Gonna eat my cold McDonald's French fries that they forgot to put salt on.
How do they do that? They always oversalt.
This is what I deserve. Not crazy about that. What are you gonna do though, you know? What else is new, Phil?
You know, not a whole lot. When did we last play? What was that, Tuesday?
Yeah, but we don't like talk much, you know? So like you could tell me just about anything and it'd be
I know. I was getting to something.
Okay.
I needed to remember when we last played because that's when it happened.
I'm trying to think now.
Or did we play yesterday? We did not play yesterday, so it was Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Tuesday. Man, I was in the deep depths of depression. Let me tell you something.
All right.
I mean, for no real reason, just other than like that haunting darkness took over me. So
yeah,
I'm feeling
I feel
a lot
that.
better now.
And that's good because yeah, it just hits you like a wave, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It was the whole like don't get me wrong. I don't love being alone up here, but it is nice to have like my own free time. But yeah, sometimes it does hit you kind of like, man, I'm kind of all by myself.
So I can't agree. Mostly because like all of my depression comes from other people. So I actually really enjoy being alone.
Yeah, right.
And on top of that, like when I did travel work, you know, like I did that for like 3 years and I was the young guy on the squad. So it was a lot of like just me. So like everybody would go drinking after work and I would just have to go sit at the hotel.
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, what do you do with that, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I got used to doing things on my own, and I remember even when I got my quote unquote first apartment out in Detroit, it was this weird thing of like there's somebody in my house, right?
Yeah.
But like we're not friends. like we're coworkers, right? Like we don't hang out outside of work, you know. But like I remember sitting down to eat dinner, and just being like, I don't know what to do right now. Like, he made his dinner, I made my dinner, and then he just like went to his room and ate dinner, and I was sitting in the kitchen like, oh, well, I guess this isn't a group thing.
Yeah.
I guess some people just eat by themselves, and it was really weird. Yeah.
Right.
And to me, that's like the biggest thing is like doing normal group activities alone is tough for me.
Mm-hmm.
So like just eating is one of the biggest ones for me.
Yeah.
But you know, that's just me.
No, I know.
Plus, like,
No,
like I said, I'm big on alone time anyway.
Yeah. No, and I mean, if I'm being completely honest, like I do, like I said, I do enjoy having the ability to do what I want when I want. And like it is probably good because like I have nothing negative to say about any of my exes, but I did, I would
really?
kinda,
I've got plenty.
yeah. But like,
good for
like,
you,
never,
Phil.
like,
But
yeah, it was like I was never like, I was probably never single longer than a month, and so I feel like this making myself kind of be okay being by myself is like something I need, especially since I'm gonna be 26 soon.
yeah, you're getting up there in years, Phil. You know,
Exactly.
26,
exactly.
man.
I've got like 10 years left.
I was supposed to kill myself at 30, and now it seems so close and silly.
Oh, I've been saying if I hit 60, like that's it. Like who?
Let's
man,
go
60's
here.
60's old.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
You have a kid on the way. You can't say that.
I don't even know how to discuss this with other people yet because I'm still like, coming to terms with it. But like, they say that like when you have kids, right,
Mm-hmm.
you like go through these realizations, and I am 100%, but it's like a realization I didn't think I would ever have, right? This has been more of a life continues on without me kind of thing.
Right. Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah. And
That is a deep, deep, deep existential thought right there.
well, yeah, because I started thinking about like my grandpa, right, and like,
Yeah.
oh, I wonder how he dealt with all this stuff when he first was having kids, and I was like, oh, well, I don't talk to my grandpa too much. And
Last time I called my grandpa.
yeah, and like I don't talk to my dad much either, and it's not like that I have reasons not to. I just
No, right.
I just don't,
Yeah. Well, it was like I had the same thing like when my dad moved his parents up to Pittsburgh. Like, don't get me wrong, I should probably call Papa Nan a lot more than I do. But like we were always hanging out with them like growing up. Like we never hung out with my dad's parents, and so like when he moved them up to Pittsburgh and like we kind of saw them a lot more, it was kind of like, oh man, like I didn't necessarily feel bad, but like I was like, all right, I kind of missed out on a bunch of years of like spending time with these people that I would not be here if it weren't for them.
Yeah, I guess more so my thing was a larger scale than that, right?
Oh,
Yeah, like even more so than just like, oh, I should talk to my relatives more. It's like, no, I don't care too much about that. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I have a hard time explaining it, but like the world just keeps going. Like you think about, influential people from like before us, right? Like, like Freddie Mercury, he's dead, right? That was the whole AIDS thing, right?
Yeah.
He had this massive influence on the world, but still, boom, done.
yeah.
And I don't know, it's just coming to terms with like everything just keeps moving. Everything keeps advancing, and I may not be here to see bigger and bigger advances, right?
Yeah.
And like I think we live in an awesome time. Like sure the economy sucks and Biden and but at the end of the day, like we have a lot of cool shit, man.
Oh, right.
Like we are playing a virtual war right now.
We when we play with Nick and Alex, we are hundreds of miles away from them, and we can hear them clearly, like they're right next to us.
Yeah. Like it's awesome things like that. Like I don't know. People ask, you know, the question all the time, like, oh, what generation would you be, you know, most comfortable with? Like, what time period would you love to live in? And like, well, sure, that's definitely racially biased, but at the same time, like, I would probably go back to the 90s, but like just the more modern stuff I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't honestly imagine living without a cell phone. And sure, like,
No,
sure,
right.
you know, classic millennial, right? But
And like, yeah, I mean, if you never had one, you probably wouldn't miss it. But like,
right.
at the same time, I don't know. Yeah, it'd be cool to like. I always feel like it'd be cool to like witness certain time periods, but never to like live. If I had, like, I wouldn't want to live in any other time. I don't think than this one.
Right.
So like, visiting or like seeing a cool like historical event, yeah, sure, why not? But like physically, like having to spend the rest of your life in a time period, I probably wouldn't pick anything else. Just because like everything is like obviously there's a lot of shit going on, but I mean, you can't beat the comfort that you kind of have in this time we're living in.
Right. I want to move up, but I don't know where we want to move to.
Well, you're right on the zone line.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always like going to those domes, but I feel like we're pretty far away.
God, I never feel safe going to the domes. I've only been there like
Really?
once.
I feel the most safe there.
Fuck it, let's go.
Are you sure? Well, maybe we can pick up a truck. We get in this thing.
God, you know, I'm gonna be frank with you. I really don't like they give me so much anxiety.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's not get
I
into
for
it.
sure
I
hate driving vehicles in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, every time we play with Nick and Alex, I'm like, all right. Even like Nick, who can't fucking drive for shit, I'm like, all right, take the wheel.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know, like the driving the vehicle. Oh, we got guys.
Oh, damn.
I'm reloading.
I don't know if he was alone or not.
I don't know. He came from this area. Oh, well, that's a gun, but he came from over here.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
there's somebody in there.
Okay, yeah, I see him.
Oh, he's shooting at me. Oh,
Was.
Did you get him?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Clean, baby, clean.
Let's go. Clip that. Clip that.
Can I get the TikTokers to go ahead and clip that for me? Ooh, Claymore. I don't know if I like the Claymores or the proximity mines better.
I never use either one, so.
I hate them both equally. Oh, we got a guy in a vehicle here.
I'm putting down an armor box real quick, just because I need armor. Oh shit.
That's alright, I got him with my Claymore. Alright, I'm gonna heal up here.
Why did he knock off all my goddamn armor? That was so rude.
Because I'm pretty sure he's got a buddy. Yeah. He's in the truck driving away.
Oh god, no.
No, he's not! No, he's not!
Oh. God damn it.
Shit.
God damn,
Ah.
they're eating her. And then they're gonna eat me. Oh my god.
That's alright, I got my headshot there. That was nice. Ah, my Serpentine! Thanks for stopping by, friend! My Serpentine, she, right? If I remember correctly? She, likes to ruin games for me by telling me spoilers.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, I got capped. Oh, you're not in here with me.
Nope.
Hopefully banging your mother 69 can do this.
Let's go panty soup.
Well, you got one of them.
Panty soup, oh my god.
Oh, that's not cool.
That is so not Raven of you.
Yeah. You remembered. I was just watching that video earlier, actually. Where your catchphrase, right? I have a hemorrhoid. I think I have a hemorrhoid.
Where the fuck are these guys? Did we just like flip?
There's a guy who just went up top. Or went up top center. Yeah, see? There he is. Oh. Get his ass. Get him, Phil. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. That's not the guy
shit.
you wanna...
Oh shit. Not the guy. No!
Shit. That's alright. I didn't make it back anyway. That's right. We got that sick-ass headshot, so we're good.
Exactly.
That's all we're here for. Can I leave? Can I leave? Can I leave? Can I leave? There we go. What were we saying now?
That is a good fucking question.
Yeah, we were having this like deep Oh, we were talking about the vehicles, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, like driving the vehicles when it's the four of us, I think is funny. I think we have a good time with that. And I swear to God, I would have shit my fucking pants if we did take down that helicopter while in the boat, right?
Oh yeah.
That would have been amazing. I still can't believe I got that helicopter kill.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't, because like, I don't know, it's like when I play Apex with Alex, anytime he sees a vehicle, he jumps in it, and the vehicles are just such a huge disadvantage.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I just feel like they're loud, they're slow. It's a great way to cover a lot of ground, but they put you at such a huge disadvantage.
Right.
And I confirmed that with my helicopter kill, so... But... yeah, that's about all I had there. But yeah, getting back to depression and all that. Now that we've covered anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big thing for me, is the traveling alone and just kind of getting out there. And like, I don't know, because I had that, I don't know if we even talked much about it. I had that really terrible breakup back when I was like 19, right? And I swore off dating for a while because I didn't want to be in it. And it wasn't until my good friend Nico passed away that like I kind of took a step back and looked at everything I was doing. And it's like, God, I feel like I've done fucking nothing with my life. And you know, I just started kind of looking at everything as like, what am I really doing? Right? Like, what is my end goal? What am I working towards here? Like, sure, I've got ideas, you know, like, oh, I want to have a light, I want to have a house, a family, right? But like, what am I doing to go towards that, you know? And the answer was pretty simple. Nothing. So, so, you know, I had to change that. Get over here, fuckboy. I want your brains. I know there's another guy shooting at me, but... yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I talk about it, so... I don't know if you and I have talked about this, but, like, we're planning to move to Italy, right?
Yeah. I think Nick mentioned something about that.
Okay, yeah. And it's like... I don't know how much I talk about it, but I fucking hate Northwest Indiana. Like, I'll go anywhere else. I've been to Detroit, like downtown Detroit, and I think to myself, you know, I could live here, right? Like, I've been to some real shithole places and still think, like, you know what, I wouldn't mind this, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. And I've just come to the conclusion that I'm miserable because I'm here.
I just moved away.
If I just, truthfully though, like, God, it just sucks here. you know what? Let's head. Maybe
Valid.
I don't know. I don't really have a plan here, Phil. Let's try to go over here if we can.
Okay, I'm following you.
Okay. Hopefully you make it, because right here is not looking so great.
But why Italy specifically, or is that just a place in Northwest Indiana?
Number one, it has to be somewhere Europe because of the universal healthcare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is why we should have elected Bernie.
We can have a whole nother conversation about that another time, Phil. Off stream, preferably. That door next to me swung open, and I was like, please, no. I'm not ready.
I promise I didn't vote for Bernie.
I would never vote for Bernie. He's a communist. I don't want that. Take this
Who
snapshot.
wants an
now.
extra large backpack? The fuck am I gonna do with that?
Carry more guns for the next guy? I don't think so. What was I gonna say though? Yeah, so like universal healthcare is a big thing. Part of the EU is that you can live in one country, and as long as you have citizenship in a EU country, you can live anywhere in the EU.
Really?
Yeah, you can live and work anywhere.
Oh shit.
Yeah, which is super cool.
Yeah.
So the bottom line here is that it's not so much like Italy is a great start, right?
Yeah.
But if we decide that it's just not for us, we can still just go to any other country.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. But then that gives us so much more access to the rest of the world, different cultures and all that, right? Like we'll be right next to Africa. We'll be right next to the good parts of the Middle East, and you know, not where we are currently touring, but. But like, you know, I can go over to Tunis anytime I want. Oh shit! Hit the deck!
What's happening?
There's a guy.
Oh god. Oh, they set me on fire. Whoa.
Shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, sir.
Yeah, they got us there.
I ain't gonna lie, they had us in the first half.
But yeah, so that just moving to Italy opens up a lot of doors, and then because of Italy's ancestry program, so like you can move to Italy, or you can get your citizenship in Italy with relative ease as long as you have a descendant who comes from Italy. Back like back like 5 generations too.
Oh shit! All right. Well,
Yeah.
we're really good then.
Exactly. So
we probably still have people that live there.
we do actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we have a great uncle Giuseppe who lives over there.
Giuseppe, iconic name.
Giuseppe Roccaforte.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Got your back, Phil.
Every time Pop shares one of my Facebook videos with work, I'm like, all right, oh, I got one. I'm like, yes, share these with the other Italians.
Yes. Yes.
About to go global. He was just here. What the fuck? Oh, he's over here. Damn it, he killed me, but he's so knocked.
I got him. I literally shot him with one bullet and knocked him.
There we go. There we go.
Back in it, boys. Hopefully we get a better drop this time.
Yeah. Let's go to Tilted Towers.
I'm going to Tomato Town.
Going to Soggy Swamp.
Dibs on this.
Well, somebody's been here because I see a crashed helicopter.
There's a Rap H up here. I've already got a light machine gun, otherwise I'd grab it.
Oh, there's a Claymore down here.
Good. So he's probably up here with us.
Well, it's by the elevator. So it's probably downstairs.
You got a Chimera? I never even heard of that one. There's a bag up here, so I think somebody died up here.
Excellent.
You took care of that Claymore, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm going down the stairs.
Oh, I found him! Phil! Phil, he's
Oh,
on
God.
me!
As soon as I'm down the stairs. God damn it.
Him and his buddy are up there, and they're not... I wouldn't even bother, Phil.
Well, god damn, I just made it all the way back up.
I think they just got in the helicopter.
I'm gonna crash through. Farewell.
They're just gonna take it over the door, and they're gonna drop it on your fucking head.
It's like that episode of Drake and Josh when they get the car into the school. They're gonna take the helicopter apart.
Man, you gotta work on those stairs, buddy.
I walk downstairs every single day. You think I'd be a pro by now?
Yeah. At least nobody can say we don't get our cardio.
Exactly. So what if it's online?
Tell you what, I'm gonna run off for a second here since you're not obviously getting me back anytime soon. I'm gonna hit the bathroom and I'll be back.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Nothing has happened.
It looks like it. Where am I? Serpentine. No, I have not played Spec Ops The Line. I heard it gets kind of fucked up, though. Phil, have you ever played Spec Ops The Line?
No, I've never even heard of that.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
I think it's one of those Timmy Clancy things.
Oh, like Jack Reacher? Is that him?
Yeah, like Jack Reacher. The classic Tim Clancy novel.
Is that? Were you not making a joke?
I was making a joke.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, oh god, I'm about to see real fucking dumb now.
Wait, what's his name? What was his name again? Ooh. Let's see it. It's Apocalypse Now the game, is what my Serpentine says.
What is going on there? Some asshole moved. Nobody lives in my goddamn apartment building. Somebody just moved in right above me, and they're playing pool, and they keep dropping the goddamn balls everywhere. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know what to tell you. It's also weird that they have a pool table in their apartment.
How'd they even get it up there?
The helicopter!
Oh my god! Finally come full circle.
Drake and Josh was ahead of their time. I'm glad that we're able to make these 2001 references on my channel.
Now, have you seen the trailer for the new Oppenheimer movie?
No. Nor do I even know what that is.
You don't know? It's the new Christopher Nolan movie about the guy that invented the atomic bomb.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do know Oppenheimer then.
Yeah. Well,
I thought you were talking about like a director named Oppenheimer.
Oh, no. No, so Josh Peck,
yes.
he's in that movie, and he's in the trailer, and everybody kept clowning like the image of him like looking into like one of the reactors and like looking very concerned, and they're like, Drake, where's the bomb?
I do love that Josh Peck has never given up on acting.
Oh, seriously.
All right, Serpentine, thanks for stopping by. It was nice to have you here for the time that you were here. Phil, say goodbye. Oh,
goodbye,
you're on that.
See, man, I'm a great streamer. Chat, what's up? No, but I had to do a live stream today for work, and I was answering everybody's questions. I was really engaged with the chat. Some old lady told me thank you today because I answered her question.
Yeah, you know what? I will say I love doing solo streams.
Yeah.
I don't, not a huge fan of doing like this, you know, where it's like me and other people and chat. And it's like, because I feel like I'm neglecting chat too much.
Right.
And at the same time, like, it's such a hassle to click over and mute my mute my Discord so that I can talk to chat. And especially like if we're in game, you know, I can't just do that. So, yeah, anyway, so that's all about all I had to say on that. Yeah, I figured one day we'll get you a streaming career, Phil, and
then I can quit this shitty ass job.
He doesn't mean that. That's a bit. That's a bit.
It's a bit. I love my job. I love making no money and working every holiday. What do you mean? I love working every holiday. Oh, there's a car coming behind me.
Shit. Did they have 4 people in there?
Ah! Ah!
Ah!
You suck. Your mom.
Yo, mama! Google, show me his balls.
Google, show me this guy's balls.
Yeah, look at him. 4 guys. They all formed a pack.
How does that even happen?
I'm sure it's like a group of 4 people who are playing duos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bastard. Well, how'd they get in the same game?
Well, I don't know. Could it be random chance? All right, let's back up. Or they could have their proximity chat on. And they talk to each other. And thank you, Sarah. Thank you for saying that I do fine.
Let's all team up.
I've seen it happen. I've watched like clips and TikToks and stuff on that. Maybe we do one more and then switch over to Fall Guys.
Okay.
Unless you're feeling hot right now. It's up to you.
I am not.
I am not.
I have never. I've been alive for 25 years. I've never felt hot once in my entire life.
I don't know, man. You got down in college there.
I did not. Everybody thinks I did, but I definitely did not. I had 2 girlfriends.
No.
College.
That's not what I meant. I meant you looked incredibly handsome back in college.
Oh, I don't look handsome now?
I don't know. I haven't seen you in a while, but... Because when was the last time I saw you? Max and Katie's wedding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like in person saw you, yeah. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. And you live so close now.
Well, I said once the baby comes, I'm gonna be over there all the time.
Yeah, and you're honestly welcome anytime. We've got a spare room. It's not great, but it is a spare room.
It's not because I want to see the kid. It's because I want to shame you both and show you how how much life could have been better. See how I was able to just drive down here and didn't have to worry about it.
See how I didn't have to ask anybody's permission to do this. But yeah, I did tell I was telling Alex that, like, and you know, this is me being bold, but like once I get monetized and I start making money on this channel, like I'm gonna start putting money aside to buy you guys all laptops. That way we can, yeah, that way, because like honestly, like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy streaming with Tyler, I enjoy streaming with Gregor, and Abby's like still one of my favorite people to do recordings with, but like,
yeah,
you can't deny the dynamic that the 4 of us have, you know.
Yeah. It's palpable.
Yeah, we've done it for years, and yeah, like just being able to do that would be great. So yeah, plus, you know, you guys get it, you know. You guys are all down to play video games, you know.
Well, I'm saying, like, buying this PS4 was the best thing. I know it's on a PS5. Oh, get this shit. I hope Alex isn't watching.
Not that I know of.
But my dad is apparently Alex's Christmas present is a PS5, and I was like, oh great.
Does that mean you're getting your insurance back?
I was like, oh my god, because like my dad asked me, because like I'll give him this. He did ask me what I wanted for Christmas, and I said money because that's the only thing I need.
Yeah, my parents are. So that's the cool thing about being married, right? Is that now my parents have to buy me and Amelia gifts. So if her and I both agree on something, right?
Yeah.
And it's expensive, we can say, oh, well, this can be our gift, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So this year we're getting a power cage. You know, like a squat rack with like barbells.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, and we're getting adjustable dumbbells too. So like that's super cool.
That is sick.
Yeah, because actually I just happened upon a video. I don't remember how, but like it was talking about, this was back during COVID, I think. And this guy basically went on and talked about how to make a home gym for like $500.
Yeah.
Right. And God, I don't want to do the marshland. Let's go to the bay. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop now. But yeah, so he highlighted this like power cage, and it was like, at the time it was like $230, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, yeah, this thing's better than most power cages out on the market currently.
Right. No, that'd be sick, honestly. Because I gotta tell you, I have a gym at this place, and I have a plan.
I got dropped on.
Well.
Yeah. I thought I could pick up this assault rifle super fast and cut him down. Oh no. Sarah, if he needs to keep that old monitor for a little while longer, that's fine. I'll still buy it later on. So Gregor, he's the one who got me hooked on PC gaming.
Mm-hmm.
And he had this, the first time I went over to his house to check out his new setup, he had this super cool ultra wide monitor, right?
Yeah.
And
oh god, fuck you. Where are you? Damn.
Sorry. Having a whole situation here. Ah, there we go. All right, I didn't make it. But like, it was the coolest monitor ever. Like the per pixel resolution was just immaculate, and it's big. Like, I think it's a 30. I always forget. Sarah, remind me. But I think it's a 36-inch monitor.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's big, and it's super super nice. But he just bought like, what is it, Sarah? A 42-inch?
What the fuck?
It's something like that.
For his computer?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think it might even be bigger than that. I forget now. But it's this huge curved monitor. I gotta go check it out here because he's already got it. But anyway, so he's selling me his old monitor, which is awesome because I'm really excited for that thing.
Yeah. All right, hang on. I gotta go pee.
Okay. And now it's just Brian. That actually gives me time to back out here. And Sarah, you and I can chit chat. It's 55. Jesus, man. I think we talked about this last time about like my big screen TV downstairs, which I don't know if you've ever been downstairs to see the TV, but that's a 60-inch I got down there. But man, that's awesome. I am happy for Gregor. He deserves it. All right. Actually, we did say that this was going to be the last war zone here. Yeah, it's crazy big. Unless you get a new one.
Are we going to Fall Guys now?
Yeah, I just backed out.
Okay, yeah, 1 sec.
Okay, no problem. Sarah, so his new monitor is a 55-inch monitor.
That's as big as my fucking TV is.
So yeah, like my TV, you've seen it. I know you have. That's a 60-inch.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I don't know. I gotta see how his setup is. Like Sarah says that she's worried that he's gonna hurt his neck, but I don't think he's gonna care. Where's Fall Guys? That's crazy though, isn't it?
Yeah, that honestly kind of blows my mind.
Like, at some point in time, you just gotta sit back and it's like, is it worth it? You know? But Gregor, you don't know him that well, but Gregor's that guy. Like, he loves all the new shit. He's all over it.
Yeah. What he needs to do is do what Nick has, and he's got like that projector, and then just play on that and like put it up against his wall.
I think he did look into a 3D projector for a while there, but it was something like they didn't have the wall space.
Our walls cannot contain it.
It was something. It's not that they don't have the space on the walls. It was like, to get it big enough, they'd have to set it back a certain distance.
Oh, right.
And they wouldn't be able to put it. I forget. Maybe Sarah would remember better than me. But yeah, it's something like that. It was just the way that their house was set up. They just weren't able to do the 3D projector.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta set up my thing here.
The Grinch is now available. Oh,
yo!
Gotta get the Grinch.
Gotta get that Grinch. Fall Guys. All right, there's that game capture. God, I know there's got to be a better way to do this. I'd love to I should just do a desktop audio and go from there. My problem with doing that is then it records like your audio with the game.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I gotta figure stuff out here. How do I do this now? Yeah, that's right. We're friends on Fall Guys. I can just invite you. All right. Invite has been sent. You know, I'm always upset because, like, I'll be off of Fall Guys for a while, and then I'll find out that like they had like Halo Master Chief armor and like a Gears of War one, and I'll come back, and then I come back for like the Grinch gear, and it's like, you know, not too interested there.
They had one. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was a long time ago. Like it was like right when I first started playing, and it was shit. Hold on.
Okay, don't worry, I'll be here.
No, we're good. I almost backed out of the game. But yeah, I was like, man, like if I had any money, I would totally drop however much it cost to get that. But I cannot remember what it was. Oh, it was Alien versus Predator, and you could like be like this.
There was one. It was and I talk about it a lot, and I think I talked about it on stream with you and Tyler last time. But the burger walrus.
Yeah.
It's like the coolest fucking hat I've ever seen in my entire life, and if it was real, I would wear it. It's just this cute little like walrus thing on the front, and then the back half is like a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it really does something for my soul, you know?
I want it so bad. Oh, do you watch I Think You Should Leave?
I do not.
Damn. There was a perfect joke from that show that would fit with this.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Nobody else watches it.
I've never even
heard of it?
I've never even heard of it.
Wow. That's
I will say I'm not much of a TV guy.
Well, that explains it.
I am more movies than anything else, but I don't watch a whole lot of stuff like that. Like it's hard it's hard enough working a full-time job, being a parent, and doing YouTube. Finding time to keep up on like pop culture and stuff is very difficult. Luckily Reddit is a wonderful thing, but then there's the porn, you know?
Oh fuck, I didn't make it. Damn.
Oh, Phil.
I really
back out.
No, go ahead.
Nah, dude, it's the first round. I don't.
All right.
Like, it's weird that you lost the first round, but like, who cares, you know?
I definitely fucked up really bad.
That's all right. Just go ahead and ready up. We'll dive back in here.
Yeah, if it'll let me fucking.
There we go. You got it?
It won't let me back out.
Won't let you back out?
Like it's like keeping me on like the loading.
Are you in like the loading screen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't let you back out in between matches.
There we go.
All right, we're good. Ooh. Interesting.
And that was like an actual like easy game. Like damn,
Yeah.
I fell off.
My game audio's Sarah, if you're there, can you see if my game audio is working properly? Because I don't think it's working properly. Now I'm a little self-conscious here. Maybe it's just not loud enough. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're good now.
Thank God.
Yeah. Game audio is a weird thing. It's really finicky and I don't like it. That's something I wish there was. It's just an industry standard of like music volume.
Huh.
Yeah, but there's not. And, you know, if I ever get to be a top tier YouTuber where I can actually influence developers and stuff like that. Can you hear it now, Sarah? That is going to be one of my things. Oh, I'm not super happy with where I am in life right now, but you know, who is?
Drift. Hit the nitrous. Damn.
Oh.
Oh, you fat piece piece of shit. Turn.
You absolute fool. Oh. Were you the one that we were doing this with and you were like running up the slides?
Yeah. Okay, made it.
Yep, I just qualified too, so we're all good. All right, thank you, Sarah. Thanks for checking. Whew. So yeah, that's Fall Guys for you. Yeah, honestly, with how quickly my channel's been moving here, I'm planning to be monetized here by August.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, it's just a waiting game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I feel like once you hit that point, I mean, I feel like the YouTubers I've seen from like when they start out and then when they kind of like start to develop a little bit of a fan base, it kind of just takes off like right away.
Yeah. So did you watch my Project Playtime videos here where I did the collab?
Yeah.
So two of the guys there was Deadly and Smells. Smells started his channel in September, and he's got like 600 something subscribers now. So he just capped off real fast. Yeah. Right. Which, truth be told, like, he's an awesome YouTuber and he deserves it. He puts a lot of effort into his videos. And then Deadly's a great streamer. His recorded content isn't anything special. It's just your generic like Let's Play stuff. Highlight videos, things like that.
Yeah.
But like, he's an awesome streamer in that he plays and talks to chat at the same time.
It's too much, man.
Yeah. And like, that was something I was just complaining about, is like trying to stay focused on both like chat and gameplay. He's able to do that, which is definitely a skill.
Oh my fuck. How? Alright, I've already lost this. I already know.
But Deadly blew up really fast. He caught a little nugget of sunshine and ran with it.
No! No! Get up! Okay.
Oh, that was a weird...
What
okay,
the fuck? Alright, well, it was nice knowing you.
Alright, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh!
Why is it
not quite what I wanted. Not quite what I wanted.
Not quite my tempo.
Come on. That's alright, that's alright. Next time, next time. And I'm in. Yeah, third place, not bad, not bad.
I'll be lucky if I finish it all.
Jump!
Oh my god, that cut out so fast. What the heck, bro?
They alternate. There you go.
Get out of the way!
You fat piece of shit!
Oh my god, you bitches.
Jump on that one. Jump on. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Phil, you're so close. This is the hardest part here, though. Good, good, good.
Holy shit.
Then you just gotta stand on the tip of one of those two things.
Get up.
There you go.
Oh my god, am I a god?
There you go.
Am I a god?
Yes, you and the 28 others. It's a pantheon. I just realized that Alex, so I never responded to him earlier, right? He basically said like he wasn't gonna be able to make it, and I was like, who cares about this guy anyway, you know? But he said maybe in a bit, so I guess I should double check.
Last time I talked to him, I was snapping him, and he was it looked like, I'm not trying to say he's doing it or not, but it looked like a little smoking sesh was happening.
Ooh.
I don't know. He keeps saying that he likes Delta 8, and I'm like, please don't call yourself my brother.
Yeah. When COVID happened, right? You know, they shut down the country for those couple weeks.
Yeah.
I definitely smoked a lot of pot.
Yeah. Is it legal in Indiana?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
In fact, like, people keep saying, like, oh, you know, Michigan and Illinois are both legal, so it's only a matter of time before Indiana does. And I was like, yeah, you know, but it's like only as of like 6 years ago were we allowed to start buying alcohol on Sundays.
Right.
So it's kind of like, I don't know about that.
Fuck. Wait, what are we supposed to do? Oh,
stay in the zone, yeah. Oh, I boofed it. I boofed hard.
What is that asshole doing? God damn it. Can I get on one of these fans, maybe? Nope, they just send you right down? Cool. Cool. Zoink, Scoob! Oh, where the fuck did that...
Oh my god, I fucking...
God.
There we go. There we go. Sort of. I don't know if I got this one here either, Phil. I'm at 82% though.
No, I'm at 52.
Ooh. Well, see you in the finals, buddy.
I'll be watching. Oh, fuck!
Oh, man.
It's fine. The important thing is it's the friends we made along the way, right?
Exactly.
Damn.
Phil.
Damn.
No, that's a joke one. You don't want that, Phil. Break the cycle. You have to be better.
I'm getting so close. Damn it.
Oof.
Piece of shit.
And you know, they have so many new levels now too. Right. And it's like, I don't mind that one, but like the hoverboard one would be nice to get more often, you know?
Yeah, no, there are some games where I'm like, why isn't this one like part of it? Like when we first started playing, there were like fucking 5 games.
Exactly.
There are too many games. The universe is expanding too quickly. I don't like change.
I don't like change. I was so me and Gregor were at Target the other day and we were talking about smartwatches, right? Mm-hmm. And I had brought up that, like, you know, I feel like I want a smartwatch, you know, but I'm just old and I have to reject the technology. It's like every time I think about it, it's like, oh, why wouldn't I just check my phone, you know?
Yeah.
But I know for a fact if I had a smartwatch, I would fucking love it.
Right.
But I don't know. I just have such a hard... It's like, I think about it, and it's like, okay, you know, I'll get it. It would be a nice convenience to be able to, like, especially in the field, right? I can't have my phone on me. But, like, to be able to check a text message to make sure everything's good at home, you know?
Yeah. I have Nick's old one, which, like, is fine for what it is, but it's so old that, like, it can barely hold a charge. Like, I'll be lucky to go 12 hours without it dying.
It's always weird to me that he has, like, smartphone technology and keeps up with like the newest iPhones and stuff like that, right? But he doesn't have an email account because he doesn't want an electronic footprint. And I bring this stuff up to him all the time and he's just like, you know, buy gold or whatever he says, you know, classic Nick.
War bonds.
War bonds.
Well, it's not even like that. Like the thing that just like pisses me off to no extent is the whole like, and like my dad does it too, where I'm like, hey, did you see that thing that somebody posted on Facebook? And he's like, oh, let me check. And then they like open up Safari, go to www.facebook.com.
I know, because they don't want to have the app. And it's like, I feel like you're missing the point here.
I was like, the point is you still have a fucking Facebook account.
You've already committed to it.
Right.
That's funny. Because he talks about that a lot too.
YouTube is the worst. Watching him literally type youtube.com is the most infuriating thing I've ever seen a human being do.
He doesn't type the .com. He just Googles YouTube.
Yeah, he Googles. No, here's what he does. He Googles Google, goes to google.com, then searches YouTube, and then goes to youtube.com.
And then he signs in.
Yeah. I will say, it was really funny, though, when I was last in Memphis. We were, it was me, Nick, Shelly, and Haley, and Nick was trying to show us one of your videos that he was in.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, just, like, hearing Haley go, are we really gonna watch this whole fucking thing? Was just the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I when it comes to my content, I'm always like, I don't know, that's a whole nother conversation right there, is like, I don't talk about it with too many people because I get it, you know? It's not that great.
No, it's definitely not that at all. It's the fact that Nick was showing it because he wanted us to hear him be funny. And he just was not funny. And so Haley was like, all right, can we please shut this off?
Well, and another part of that too is, I was just talking about it on stream the other day. It's like, Nick is real hit or miss, right? Like, some nights he does a great job, and other nights I carve him out at almost every opportunity. And it's not personal or anything like that. It's just sometimes he's not on it. And yeah. He'll only talk during dry spells in the video. And it's like, you know?
Well, it's like when he like...
Well, this is a new one. Yeah.
But like when he thinks he has to be funny and he tries, it's not. But like, if he would just like shut up and just do the fucking Winnie the Pooh voice and Brian.
Yeah. The thing started moving and I was like, oh, I'll go to the other side. But, you know, yeah, there was no other side. You played yourself. But, yeah, I mean, that's a big part of it, and I think that's exactly the problem, is that, like, there's times he tries to be funny.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't work.
It could all be so simple.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, it's hard to get a laptop to Alex, so, you know, what am I supposed to do, right?
Right. That's all I got.
And that was like my immediate thought too, is like, I gave Nick the laptop and then we did like our first like Warzone thing together, and like Alex had me rolling almost the entire time, and I was like, yeah, I gave the laptop to the wrong person. I should have figured something out.
I should have just hung on to it.
Yeah, but you know, I'll get there one day. I don't know why I'm still watching this. I'm sorry. Yeah, like I said, like as soon as I can start getting like $100 a month, right, off of YouTube, then we'll start putting money aside and get laptops as we go.
Yeah, the fuck. All right.
Because honestly, like a whole streaming thing for you wouldn't be a bad idea either.
Well, like we I mean, it was never gonna like take off. Like I think how Shelly probably envisioned it, but like there was a time when Nick, me, and Shelly were trying to start like a podcast thing.
Yeah.
And like Shelly was like, you know what? I'm gonna be real honest. If we just brought in like $30K a year just off the like each of us $30K a year just off like the podcast alone, like I'd quit my job and just get like a serving job or something that isn't too stressful. And I was like, all right, the service job is pretty stressful, but I get your point.
Yeah, I feel you.
But he was like, you know, and like 30,000 isn't that much, like a year, like for her. I was like, all right, that means the podcast would have to generate at least 100K a year.
Well, and that's
like,
before taxes, right?
Yeah, and so I'm like, that's not. No offense, but like I was like, I like doing the podcast, but there is no fucking way I think this is gonna take off the way it was. And like, especially like I love Shelly to death, but like, he was going through a lot of shit, like he like moved to Kentucky when he shouldn't have, and like was going through it and everything, and so I think he was just like a little too ready to not have to worry about
ready to dive into the next thing.
Right.
Yeah. And
then we ended up only doing like 3 episodes, and then he met his now ex-wife and was like, yeah, I don't really want to do this anymore. I was like, oh.
Sorry, the bitch took all my passion in the divorce.
She got that too, and the kid.
And the kid. Okay.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh, I can't believe I just got domed like that. There we go.
Oh, why did I fall off? This is fucking stupid.
I know that there was a better way to do this. I don't know why I committed to the worst way.
What the fuck? What? Alright. And, oh, okay.
And through the hole. Thread the needle. Yeah, and like that's kind of my thing here with like YouTube is I can keep doing my job. And I talk about it a lot. It's like, you know, I don't like my job, right?
No, right.
But it's not a bad job, right? It's just like I work with a lot of really snaky people.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the job's just it's so monotonous, so boring. Every day is the exact same, right? It just there's no passion in the work whatsoever, right? But what's nice about it is I get like a ton of downtime at work.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, so like that's super convenient because I can work on my YouTube videos at work.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get home and I upload them.
Yeah.
So I talk about it quite a bit. I'm probably more than I should, but this is a job that even if I was pulling in $100K a year off of YouTube, I would probably still work my regular job.
Right.
Just because I make so much money doing that, and then like, you know, it doesn't really interfere with my YouTube thing.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Come the new year here, I'm probably gonna switch up. I've been doing pretty much daily videos here for the past couple months. But I'm probably gonna roll back on that a bit and start doing like 3 a week. 3 or 4. And just put more time into the editing process because like that's something I definitely feel like I'm missing out on. So I'm just not putting the effort. Oh, I don't know what I hit, but I'm glad I did. But I just feel like I'm losing a lot of like passion for the videos, you know? But, you know, I'll get to that point. Oh.
Fuck, I hate this. That's
Why? Why do you hate this, Phil?
Well, it's like just that one part. I always like get hit by the thing, and then it like fucks me up. Just not a fan of that. I just wish these games were easier. That's all I gotta say. Damn it!
Why don't I win every time?
Exactly. God damn it! Oh my god, I'm gonna lose. Damn. All right.
Oh shit!
There's no fucking way that hit me, bro. Oh my god.
This game is cancer.
Oh my god. All right. Ooh. Nice up, everybody.
Ooh.
Oh, stay on. Get up. Get up. Jump. Damn. Well,
was that the first one?
no.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep going then.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's cool. That'll give you a chance to talk to me, you know?
Exactly.
Now you get to talk. But I mean, that's a big thing. It's like journalism is definitely going to become telejournalism very quick here, in that a lot of journalists are going to start streaming more and more.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I kind of like my dad was kind of, he wasn't mad or anything like that, but he was kind of like, why don't you just go into like, go try and be like a TV anchor, like go down a market and go be an anchor somewhere, like a traditional news anchor. And yeah, being an anchor is the easiest job on planet Earth. I will. There's no way it isn't. I'll be the first to admit it. But like, I took this job in a higher market doing the digital stuff because one, that is definitely where it's going. Like I would say in less than 10 years, like it's going to be not solely, but it's going to be majority. Like you're going to want somebody who can work OBS, talk to, the audience that's watching, have a guest, know how to control it, know how to switch scenes, know how to do all this shit. So I'm like, I might as well just fucking keep doing this now. So then I'll be ready for it, and then I can get to an even higher job title, and then also make a lot more money because right now it's like my company owns WGN, and I'd love to work for WGN, but the problem is that they have something like this, but it's not anything like set up completely yet. And so I'm like, all right, when they start needing more and more people to do this kind of thing, like one, I'll be ready. Two, it's not like I'm gonna be far away. Like if I'm like fucking in if I had gone down to like Bismarck, South Dakota or North Dakota, I don't even know where Bismarck is, but that's like one of the main starter markets for people. So like if I was there, but I was an anchor, like they're probably less inclined to bring somebody in from that low of a market who doesn't know how to use the equipment,
right?
Compared to somebody who does know how to use the equipment and is in a top 40 market.
Yeah, so you give yourself more of an edge by doing this.
Exactly. So I'm like, for the next year or two, I'm pretty much stuck here, but
yeah, and I remember that was kind of. It's definitely not the same, but Andrew's thing too, right? Yeah. Is his last job. They were promising him to send him to these classes for these more advanced coding techniques or whatever. Mm-hmm. Right. And so he was staying on basically for that reason. But like it kept getting further and further away, and he was getting all fitsy about it because he's like, well, by the time I finally get to it, it's going to be outdated. And it finally came to the realization that like, oh, that's because I work for the government and everything they do is outdated. So they are literally just waiting until it's outdated before they train me. Mm-hmm. Because that's what their systems are getting upgraded to.
Right.
Yeah. They're always on the tail end of technology. So that was his breaking point for his job. But like, obviously you're in a private industry, so it's much different. But that's why he ended up quitting his job, is because he finally came to the realization of like, I'm not getting anywhere here, and everything that I've been holding on to for like the past couple of years is not what I thought it was going to be.
Right.
Yeah. And now he's much happier. So.
Well, thank God.
Yeah. He got himself a nice remote job, so he doesn't have to go into the office anymore. He's up in north side Chicago, so he's up by his friends.
Yeah. Oh,
and I think he said he's making like 30% more too, so that's nice too.
Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah. Or it was a pay cut, I don't remember. But
he's making 30% less. Okay. Either way, he's happy.
Right.
It was like Juan. Like Juan, he got his master's in econ, and but he could not find a job, and then he finally found a job, and him and I were talking about it, and I was like, oh, are you like excited and all this and everything? And he's like, yeah, but it's not as much money as I wanted. And I was like, did you make it?
No, I was too far behind.
Damn.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. No, you did make it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. It says you made it on my screen.
Really? Oh! Oh, I got so lucky. No, I'm still here.
Okay, good.
I waited, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and so he was talking to me. He was like, yeah, it's not as much money as I wanted. And I was like, well, how much are you making? And he was like 65. And I was like, I hate you so much. Which I guess it's not as much as he wanted because he does have a fucking master's degree. But I'll be lucky to crack 50 at my next job, honestly.
Yeah. Well, and I remember we even had that discussion on the way to Memphis 10 years ago, but not that long, but
It's almost been 10 years.
Yeah, it has been a while. But you didn't choose this job because you thought it was going to be a good paying job, you know? No. You chose it because it was something you were interested in doing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Nick,
this one's hard, man.
Yeah, I don't even know how you deal with this one. Because, like, it turns, too.
You have to stay on, like, the top. Like, the top third. If you go too far to the sides, just slide right off.
Yeah. See, and they're doing the whole jumping, like, on, like, one spot, and I can't do that shit.
Yeah. But
yeah, Nick's always like, oh, don't worry, in a couple of years, Phil, you'll be making more money than me. And I'm like, I won't. There's no fucking way.
It's just, it doesn't go that. The cap's not that high.
Quit trying to make journalism cool. Like, you think you could sound like that.
And you know what? I will even say, because, like, I'm pretty capped out where I'm at in my industry. Is like, there's ways I could make more an hour, but like, they're just not things I want to do.
Right.
You know?
Oh,
like,
yeah. I mean, if I wanted to be like a news director at a TV station, yeah, I could rake in 100K, but I do not want to do that.
Right. And, yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Is like, there's certifications that I can go for to make more money. And it's like, how do I put this? I am comfortably miserable at my job now, you know?
Yeah.
And like, part of it is a complacency thing, but like, you know, I'm comfortable where I am, and there's no reason to change that. And if I take up more responsibilities, it's going to be a lot more responsibility than I have now. And I just don't know if I really want that for another $5 an hour, you know?
Yeah, no, right.
Yeah. And there's like, I got a job offer last year for like $12 more an hour, company vehicle, company phone, right? But they wanted me to drive to Joliet every day, 5 days a week. And that's like an hour and 15 minutes in the morning, right? Like an hour and a half, 2 hours home. In the in the evening there, not the morning, whatever I said, but make it work. Editor, make me look intelligent. You made it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure before I got too absorbed into this. But yeah, and it's like, God, I've got a 30-minute commute to and from work right now.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. And like,
that's nice.
What do you mean?
I feel like even that's too long.
Oh, well, don't get me wrong. I mean, it could always be better. You know, it's no 10-15 minute ordeal, but
yeah, I live like 5 minutes away, because I had like a 15-minute one at one point in Birmingham, and I was like, this is fucking awful.
Well, yeah, I guess that's my thing, is like, I've always lived a good distance away from work. I mean, when I did travel work, right? Like, it was literal days away from work sometimes, you know? Right. So I don't know. 30 minutes is no problem, and it's all highway too. I mean, that's another part, right? It's not like it's stop and go driving through the city.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So like the 30-minute drive really isn't bad. I hardly feel it most days. Mm-hmm. But anyway, besides the point. But to go from 30 minutes to an hour and a half,
right?
Like, I don't want that for any amount of money.
No, not at all.
Like, that would be a good, like 60% increase in pay for me right there with the overtime, right?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, and all the benefits and stuff getting stacked into it as well. But like,
yeah.
God, I just don't want to do, like, when I lived in Chesterton, I was driving to BP. Like, I was just so miserable doing the 55 minutes every day. And, yeah, I wouldn't ever want to do that again.
Yeah.
Without a shred of doubt. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm happy enough with what I make. I make a good amount of money, and I think Nick is gonna pass me up here pretty soon. Well,
this motherfucker makes so much goddamn money. Like, he's always like, every time I talk to him, he's like, yeah, I got a promotion. I'm like, all right, I'm so happy for you, but on the inside, go to hell.
Yeah, he's earned it though. I mean, I don't want to say that. He is definitely the kind of guy that gets promoted, you know?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, I've been saying this for years. He's every older person's wet dream.
He really is.
Like, when he first met Haley's parents, he was like, oh, I hope they like me. And I was like, Nick, for the love of Christ.
Nick, their parents.
There is zero way I ever see... There is zero possibility I see them not loving you like you're their son. If anything, they're just going to be worried that they want to adopt you so bad and then you can't date Haley because then it's
They're worried that Haley's going to end it and ruin the relationship for them.
Literally. Well, like, they, like, told, I mean, they didn't necessarily tell them. They kind of just figured it out that, like, Haley basically lives with Nick.
Yeah,
and, like,
I remember.
Haley was like, oh my god, I thought they were going to be so mad, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, why? Why would they be mad? You're living with Nick, and you don't have to pay rent or worry about anything.
That
and
was
it's also
I understood that they were, like, pretty heavily Christian or whatever.
Yeah.
And, like, I can understand the whole, like, living in sin thing, but, like... You know, it's Nick. Yeah.
It's Nick.
Like, he double bags his groceries, you know what I'm saying? Like...
In the nicest way possible.
Yeah, he's a condom, birth control, and condom kind of guy, you know? So, like, you really don't have... And even if the rapture would have happened, right?
Yeah.
You know the man's got a 401k. You know he's got, you know, insurance and everything. Like, sure, he doesn't have an email account, and that's kind of worrisome, but... Like... Nick's a responsible enough guy, you know. There's really nothing to worry about with that. Right. It's kind of like, I don't know how many times I should say this on stream, but like Jennifer's boyfriend Greg, right? Mm-hmm. It's like there's nothing necessarily wrong with Greg. Like, he's a nice guy, you know.
Yeah.
He's just extremely quiet. But like the biggest thing, and I've talked about this before with other people, I think even with Jennifer, is like, she could have done so much worse, and she has done so much worse.
Yeah, right.
That it's like, I don't want to say that she's settling for Greg, because she's not. Greg is really great, but like... Yeah.
It could be so much worse.
Yeah, it's like, well, my mom's got this whole thing about Greg, and she's just like, well, she's settling. She could do so much better. It's like, you know what? I'm in this whole mentality now of like, let's get to where we should be and go from there. Right? Because so many people are scumbags these days. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I hated Ashley, and I never even met her. Right? I thought she was terrible.
Right.
Like, just the few times I ever, like, even heard about her. And, like, she just emasculated Nick constantly. Like, I forget what it was. It was something like, he said he was gonna come into town for, like, the suit measurements for the wedding. Yeah. And then he wasn't able to do it, and he's like, I can understand if you want to kick me out of the wedding for this, it'll be perfectly fine. And it's like, Nick, settle down. Yeah. Yeah. Like, it was gonna be cool if you were here, right? And I'm upset that you're not going to be. But that's more of like me being disappointed, not, you know, oh, this son of a bitch, you know, he didn't drive 8 hours to try it on a suit, you know?
Right.
Yeah. And it was like stuff like that. Like, he was constantly over apologizing for the minorest of inconveniences.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I always thought that like she was the source of that. And like because I know she would freak out about everything. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I always thought he could have done so much better. Yeah. And that's why it's like I know Haley's going to stab him at some point in time, but like I still think it's an upgrade.
Oh yeah.
It's like at least he has self-confidence now, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and like I said, like I know Ashley liked Nick, but she did not love him. And like with Haley, like she's probably the first girlfriend he's ever had where like she genuinely loves him.
Yes, definitely.
And so yeah, you know, I have no problem with Haley whatsoever. And I've had a problem with every girlfriend he's ever had. I've had a problem. I mean, Alex has only had one girlfriend. I've never had a problem with Lily. But, I mean, I have no problems, no qualms with Haley.
Oh,
but,
I lost.
Yeah.
Are you still in?
No.
Okay, let's back
up. I got out way before.
Yeah,
but yeah, like you said, she is definitely going to stab him, and we will all understand why.
And I'm like, yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you, Nick. You shouldn't have looked at another woman in public.
You have a female coworker, Nick. I mean, it's right there.
It's right there. You know, let's be honest here. I just think it's so funny that he works with other girls, you know?
Yeah. It's just so funny.
Like, like when she was over at my house here for Jesse's wedding,
Yeah.
she was telling some stories to Amelia, and they were both like hyping each other up on that shit, right? And like it was getting to the point of like, we should be concerned. Like this is not a good thing. And it was like literally like what we were just saying. It was like, oh, I just think it's so funny that he works with other women, you know, like, right? It was something along the lines of that, and I was just like, okay, I see the extent of this now.
Yeah, right.
But like you said, she does genuinely love Nick, and I think that's what Nick needs more than anything else.
Oh yes, he has not gotten enough people to fall badly in love with him.
It's, well, we joke, right? But that's different.
Oh, I know. I'm just joshing.
Like grandparents giving him extra money on the holidays. Like that's one thing, right?
Yeah.
But like, you know, I don't know. I don't want to get too much into like everything. Not without him here, you know, it's weird.
Man, see, even we're doing it. We're talking about Nick, he's not even here.
You know, I was actually really excited to meet Lily here. I was actually really bummed when you guys bailed on me for Thanksgiving, you know?
Have you still not met her?
I still haven't met her, no.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was... Damn, I didn't make it.
Oof. That's all right, I'll back out.
Yeah, no, I'm still kind of pissed off about that. And, like, I get it.
Oh,
like,
the
man,
Thanksgiving thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
I was like, wait, what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Like,
fucking game. No,
fucking
like,
Fall
I
Guys.
Yeah, like, I get, like, Nan wasn't... I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, because, like, one, I knew this was going to happen. So I brought it up to my mom, and my mom was literally like, well, then we'll all just, like, stay at a hotel and everything. And I was like, all right, perfect. And, like, I worked extra shifts so I could have Thanksgiving off so I could go do this.
Right.
And, like, see everybody. And then, like, at the last minute, it's like, you know, we're all just going to stay here. And I'm like, that's fine, but, like, you're kind of fucking me over.
Well, you were still welcome to come.
No, I know.
God knows I had enough turkey.
Yeah.
Because like that was the thing is I was even talking to Amelia about it. It's like she was like, oh, are we gonna have enough food? And it's like a turkey is a lot of food. Like even a small turkey is enough for a large family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, do you remember that Thanksgiving I think it was the last time we were all together.
Was that the one I wasn't invited to?
Yeah, and then you and me went and got a crave case from White Castle.
Yeah.
Man, that was the fucking best, bro. That was the absolute best.
It really was, man. And it really sucks that we have, as cousins, have all really grown apart. I would really like to do cousins Thanksgiving, but it's gotten to the point here where like we're all so far apart now, and
it's not even the distance thing, because I feel like if we all really...
No, I mean like actual like interpersonal distance. Like,
oh yeah, no, yeah. But
I couldn't tell you the last, like, I talk to you guys a lot, but like,
yeah.
I know we talk about it every once in a while, but like you and I don't talk nearly as much as we used to, and I still talk to you more than just about any other cousin.
Right.
Like I talk to Nick a lot, but that's more like a YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Which it's nice that he's also really hype about it, because it's nice to have somebody to talk to about.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Amelia gets tired of it. Oh, shit. But, yeah, I mean, like, I think I talked to Sabrina. Last time I talked to Sabrina, because like I hung out with her a little bit at Max and Katie's wedding, but I don't know that I actually like had a conversation with her.
Right.
Yeah, like I think we were just like in the same group pretty much.
Right.
And I'm
No,
really
and,
just
like-
sucking this fan's dick right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, I guess, like, with my thing is just, like, yeah, fuck me, I'm not gonna make it.
Oh, I didn't make it either, so it works out. I was
Yeah.
about to cross the finish line.
I cannot get over that last little bit. But it's just, like, I feel like even if, I know that we're all far apart, but I feel like even if we all, like, decided that we wanted to do something, I feel like there would still be, like, we're just so in different places and with like a lot of us that like people would just kind of I like maybe they'd ignore it or maybe they just would be like, do I really want to, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well,
Which
I
is
know the distance is a problem too. So like, you know, Nate, for example, he's all the way out in like LA, right?
Yeah.
Or
That's fucking
California
crazy.
or something.
That.
You know,
It's
funny story about that. I was in Lexington a couple months ago, and I forget exactly what it was. It was something like Amelia's 401k got moved because their company merged. So they needed to put it into another 401k, and I was like, okay, well, I'll call Nate about this because he used to work in a personal finance office or something. And we ended up chatting for a good like 20 minutes there. But he was like, yeah, I'm going out to California here with one of my friends. And I was like, oh, why? And he's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't have any, I've got like a handful of friends and they're all moving to California. And he's like, I don't, I've got a job, but it's nothing incredible. And I don't have a girlfriend or anything. So it's like, why not? Right.
Right.
I was like, that's a really vague reason to move somewhere, but I'm happy for you.
Right.
But yeah, like getting him back out this way or any way in particular would just be a hassle.
Right.
And then trying to track Sabrina down would be a pain.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that was the wildest thing. The last time I saw Sabrina, she was in Birmingham on like a flight, and like Nick, Alex, and Haley just so happened to be in Birmingham at that same time.
Oh no,
like,
shit.
Like she literally texted me. She was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be in Birmingham in like an hour. Like, you want to like grab food?" And I was like, "I am literally grabbing food right now with Haley and Alex."
Yeah, and Sabrina and I were close for a little while there, but like, I don't know. We talked a lot around like when we were doing bubble soccer. And then I don't know, we just like stopped talking for like a couple of years, and yeah, we just never really got back in touch here. And
Yeah.
I have been thinking about reaching out to her here because I do miss her.
No, right.
Yeah. And I should keep up with Nate too. It's like Nate, Nate's the vanilla pudding of this world, but like, but there's nothing wrong with vanilla. It's good flavor.
Sometimes you get vanilla pudding.
Yeah.
But I mean, and like, don't get me wrong, I love all my cousins, but like, I honestly don't think I could tell you the last time I talked to Will, Steven, or Thomas. Like, I talked to Steven at Max's wedding, but I mean, shit. Even thinking about that was over a year ago.
Yeah.
And like the fact of the matter is that there was a point in time when we were all like together all the time.
Right.
Like even when like we moved away, like we were probably up by y'all,
At least once a year. Yeah.
At least once, but more like usually it was 2 or 3 times, and we were all together.
Right. Yeah, and that is a sad thing too, because I do really miss that.
Yeah.
Because we always had such a good time.
Yeah.
But if we want to, we could talk shit about Will for a minute here.
We have beef with Will now?
No. A little bit. I wouldn't say it's beef. It's more like a pork appetizer,
Ooh.
Yeah. It's he was probably the smartest and most athletic out of all of us, right? Like he had everything going for him, right?
Right.
And then like when I heard he dropped out of college, that was just like the biggest wow moment for me. It's like, wow, so he just really squandered the best genes of the family.
Wait, he dropped out?
Yeah, as far as I remember. Or he was taking like a year off and just was going to focus on his undergraduate for the time being.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. And like he whatever degree he was going for, he lost all interest in, and he was like, yeah, I don't really feel like pursuing anything now. And so it kind of sounds like his plan is to bank off of what's her name, Emmy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Emma.
Yeah, Emma.
Yeah.
Man, Nan loves Emma. I have never heard her talk about somebody who's not one of us that highly ever. It's either her or Raymond. She loved Raymond.
Which is weird.
Well, because she thought that he was Italian, and then it took it was like the fourth time of her like ever like talking so highly of him. I was like, you know, he's Portuguese, right? And then she was
he's dead to me.
That's the worst kind.
Oh. Off-brand Mexican, all right. What was I gonna say? How was Raymond, dude? Do you talk to Raymond at all anymore?
Off and on, like me, Ricardo, him, and Sydney are all in like this Snapchat group chat.
Gotcha.
And so we'll like message in an occasion, but we probably haven't talked in a couple of months now. But
Yeah.
I don't know, because like it was like when I was in Birmingham, Ray and Sydney were in Atlanta, which is only like 2 hours away, and so Ricardo was like, "Oh, all I have to like, I'll come up, or I'll come down, I guess, because he was in Boston."
Yeah.
And he was like, "I'll come up, and then we can all like hang out and everything." And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be sick," but like also, like it just never happened. And then I moved away, and now like. But like even like Sydney and Raymond, they both lived in Atlanta and they never hung out, they said. Which like, you know, I guess isn't like that weird because like Sydney's still in school, Raymond's doing whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, man, like, what I wouldn't kill to like.
Oh shit! There's a hole there.
Oh god, what is this?
This is the hoverboard one I was talking about, which is definitely a more interesting game mode than most others.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember I hung out with Raymond a good bit there when I came to visit, I think for your graduation party.
Yeah.
And I loved Raymond. I thought Raymond was great.
Oh, yeah.
I liked all your friends. Like, I'm trying to think of the last time I talked to Ricardo. Because, like, we'll talk every once in a while. Like, maybe once a year we'll have a conversation.
Yeah.
And it's usually about me misremembering where he lives.
Yeah.
But,
you remember Bobby?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
Bobby.
That was the last thing we talked about in that group chat was like, like somebody was like, remember Bobby? And I was like, fuck. I forgot all about Bobby.
Yeah. He's all right, you know.
Yeah.
You know, our Bobby is named Greg, and I describe Greg as a D- friend. You know, there's nothing inherently wrong with the guy. You know, he's not like a rapist or anything, right? But like, he just, you know, he takes away from social situations. You know.
Oh, yeah.
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 Are you still going? Yeah. Okay.
It's me and 3 other people.
Oh, I think you got it, buddy.
I don't. I'm gonna lose immediately. But yeah, I mean, the last time, and like this is why I say like I miss them, and like why I'm like, but like I'd love to like hang out with them all again, or like try and set something up, because Sydney flew out for my graduation. Like that's crazy. Like not crazy. Like, oh well, I can't believe he did that. Like I'm shocked that he wanted to do that, and like that just meant a lot that he decided that I'm gonna make the trip out here. And like I didn't pay for his flight, nobody was paying for his flight, he just did it all on his own.
Yeah. Well, that was something I always felt bad about too. Is like I was able to make it for your graduation and Nick's graduation, but then like Alex's came around, and I wanted to go. I don't remember exactly what happened now, but it was like I literally could not go to his graduation.
Right.
And I remember feeling really bad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I do really like Alex. And yeah. You know, he's like wine. He's just gotten better with age, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, right off the bat, not so great. You know, a little weird. A little strong, you know?
Yeah. Well,
But,
I know he's gonna want you at his college graduation.
Yeah, and whenever he gets to that, but and that's a different story because now it's, you know, it's like a 3.5, 4 hour drive. I could definitely do that. Yeah.
Is it really not that far from Cincy?
Yeah, I mean 3.5 hours isn't exactly close, but you know.
No, but
Yeah, it's not, and like, because I remember when he first started off at St. Xavier's or whatever the place is called. I don't know, it's college, I don't respect it, but I don't know, he came by and was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come by so much more often now that I'm like right here and everything, and I was so excited for that, and then like that was the last time I've seen him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if he didn't take, I mean, he's probably just going crazy with RA shit right now.
Yeah.
Which, like, I mean, good for him for wanting to do that, but I would never want to be an RA.
Well, I know it's helping out with his tuition a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Which I think was the biggest the biggest driving factor behind it. But you know, and I don't get me wrong, I love Alex, I respect Alex. I maybe not so much his degree, right? And like I think I don't remember if I made the joke when he was on stream with me.
Holy shit, I won.
Wow, look at you.
Holy shit. Holy shit. No way.
We gotta talk shit about Alex more often.
Clip that.
Clip that. I'll start at the part where it's like, I respect Alex, but maybe not his degree.
Right.
And we'll just let it run. But, I remember I was on the phone with your dad once, and we were talking about Alex. I think this was like right as he was going back to school. And your dad was talking about, he's like, oh yeah, Alex originally wanted to go to culinary school. And it was just gonna be like a 2-year thing. And I told him no, and went off about it and everything. And you know, I pushed him to go to college and get a degree, you know, pursue all this. And then, you know, obviously everything that happened with Alex, and he's like, honestly, I wish I would have just let him go, because then at least he would have been done.
Yeah.
You know, he could have just like gotten back to his regular life afterwards. Now he's got to catch up in school. And
well, I'm glad that he is graduating on time. I did not think that was going to happen.
oh, I for sure didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But which is good, which is great. But I think even from like a financial standpoint, and with COVID, that's what it was, because they were canceling all those classes, and your dad was freaking out about that, because he's like, why am I paying all this money for him to just stay at home?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, and as I'm looking at all these history degrees, right, and majors, you know, the job opportunities afterwards, and even Alex is like, yeah, I'm just gonna have to be a teacher, and that's kind of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you know, I think he might have actually been better off going to culinary school.
Well, that's what I'm surprised my dad said that he told him no, because my dad for the longest time was like, I want Phil to become a lawyer, he wants Nick to become an accountant, and then he wanted Alex to become a chef, so that everything would be covered for him.
Yeah, I don't...
He'd have somebody to represent him with all his lawsuits. He'd have somebody to
handle his money.
to manage his money, and then somebody to feed him.
Yep. Which, after the divorce, you know...
Yeah.
Yeah, we're starting to see why he really needed that, you know?
Yeah, no, we were talking on the phone the other day, and we were FaceTiming, and my dad had just gotten home from wherever he was, and you know, Alex is back from school on break, and Alex was like, what are we having for dinner? And my dad was like, let's just get pizza again. And I'm like, that's fucking funny. Like, just the ultimate, like, stereotypical divorced dad answer. Why don't we just get pizza?
Why don't we just order another pizza?
Yeah.
And Papa John's isn't that bad. Which, you know, I ripped on a lot of fast food places, but I think I went the hardest on Papa John's.
What's your beef with Papa John's? Listen, I get the guy's a racist, but
you know, he's not a racist. He thought he could say that word, you know?
and he just can't.
Yeah, it wasn't even in, like, if I remember correctly, it wasn't even in, like, a negative connotation or anything like that, negative context. It was just like he said the word. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if we have to pick best fast food pizza, I'm probably picking Domino's.
Yeah, that was something I kind of talked about there. I would go Sbarro's over Domino's.
No, Fazoli's over anything, if we're being honest. But Fazoli's isn't like
For pizza?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Really?
Oh, I love Fazoli pizza.
Don't get me wrong. You know, that was the bit that I talked about, is that I didn't like Fazoli's pizza, but I think it's really hilarious that it comes as a side.
Yes, no, I remember when we went there. I think it was on the way back from Memphis. We stopped there, and I was like,
I
like,
forgot
what do I
about
get?
that. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and it was like, I got like chicken Alfredo with a side
with a side of pizza. and it's not instead of breadsticks. You still get the breadsticks.
Oh shit, I forgot all about that.
But like that's what I think is hilarious about it. Is like I didn't think it was that great a pizza, but it's just really funny that it's a side order. It's like a French fry. Yeah. I will say Domino's, I don't care for their pizza too much. It's okay. I talked about the bread bowls that they have there though. The pasta bowls.
They might have the best chicken Alfredo in the game. I'm not even
right. And then for like $1 more, they'll put it in like a garlic bread bowl.
Yeah.
And it's like hands down worth the $1, you know?
Oh yeah. No, when you did your what is that?
Fast food.
Like, I was like, I agreed with most of it because you had Arby's pretty high up, and I was like, Arby's gets overhated.
Yeah. Oh, I'm S tier for Arby's, man.
But the fact that you put Culver's so low, man, that really.
I really don't understand people's infatuation with Culver's. I honestly think it's just straight up nasty. I look, man. I get that, you know, this is American culture and everything, but like deep fried cheese curds served with ranch dressing, that is my go-to example of things that just disgust me.
These are all of the things I hate.
Like, no, and I like all those things separately. Like, I love fried foods, right? I love dipping shit in ranch, right? And I love cheese curds, right? But like, something about it all together is just awful.
Oh my god, guess who just popped up on somebody I might know on Instagram?
I don't know. I don't know that many people that you know.
Aunt Jenny.
Oh. Yeah. I don't even want to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Wouldn't it be hilarious to match with her on Tinder or something? No, too far? Like,
just bring you to the next family. Hey guys.
Guess the dementia hasn't fully set in.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. And I remember my mom, like, she gets so personal with this divorce stuff, and like like she took your parents' divorce really hard, right? Which I thought was weird because like they're both 50 years old, you know, so it's kind of like, you know, what else you got going on in your life? But I I don't know, like the whole Uncle Tony, Aunt Jenny thing, like, I don't know, like, I liked Aunt Jenny. I liked her a lot.
I loved Aunt Jenny.
Yeah,
I mean, she
was
talking about me one time, but other than that, I had no
well, you know, they all did, but
yeah.
but even still, you know, like, you know what? I'm gonna focus here before we dive into this one.
Oh, they come back in this one.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Mmm. This is interesting. I like this. I don't know how great this is gonna go, but I don't know, I feel like these are respawning a little too fast.
Hang on a minute. Oh.
Oh. Oh, do I got him? Do I got him? Ah, I didn't. Let's see about this guy. No, he got out too. Oh, we're about to see some shit here. We're about to see some shit here. Oh! We didn't see any shit. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it.
Fuck him up.
Oh no!
Oh, that was clean.
I've never been this lucky in my entire life. Oh, it's moving! It's moving! No! Oh, I wouldn't have been that risky if I knew the thing was gonna start moving.
I was like, wow, this can't be this easy.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember like my mom getting all like uppity about it, and it's like, you know, I'm being honest, I don't really care anymore. Like,
I'm being completely honest.
it's like, yeah, it's like, you know, Uncle Tony wasn't exactly my favorite uncle, you know, and
But who is?
yeah, you know, my Uncle Joe. Actually, if I had to, you know, if I ignore like everything that I've heard about the whole divorce situation, like your dad is probably my favorite uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
but like that's ignoring a lot of stuff. So
I mean, this isn't saying much, but definitely Uncle John is far and above.
I think that's just about everybody's favorite uncle too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like growing up, you know, as his son. I definitely have a lot of complaints, you know.
Yeah.
But like he was always pretty cool, you know?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't the first person to walk in a room and be like, hey, so what are you gonna do with your life? You know, like Uncle Jimmy would, you know?
Right.
Like, are you sure that the decisions you're making are the right ones? And then he just like walk away, you know?
Yeah.
And just like leave you with that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Uncle Tony just being weirdly aggressive towards all of his nephews for no reason.
We get it. You're older and bigger than us. We are not. like, if I'm being completely honest, like, yeah, I didn't have like any major beef with Uncle Tony until what happened at your wedding and like what he was like saying and doing to Nick.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, you can promptly fuck off.
Yeah, and like, I don't know.
But that whole situation, I mean, nobody was.
Oh, finish your thought.
I mean, just like that
because depending on what that last word is going to be, I might have a response.
I mean, everybody was just like fucking like ruining everything. I was just like,
oh
all
yeah,
right.
100%.
Whose thing is this again?
Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, So as far as my wedding goes, I didn't like it, right? Like, the ceremony was great. I loved the ceremony, right?
Yeah.
Because I planned it, and it went great. I did not, however, plan the reception. And the parts that I did plan went pretty well, but like the parts I most certainly did not plan, did not land well. So,
Yeah.
like the dinner, right? Like the dinner alone, I would say dropped it down to at least a D, right?
Yeah.
Like, I started off S tier for the actual ceremony, you know, that was great. I could not have asked for a better ceremony. And then I went inside, and it all went to hell from there.
Right.
I will say, though, that DJ was fucking on it, though.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah,
no,
like, I have never heard better music at a wedding before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we were dancing, boogieing down the whole goddamn time. I was like, this is supposed to be. Like, yeah, there were slow songs, but it wasn't like
there was a handful, you know, and that's about it.
So, like, if you came by yourself, like, it was fine. Like, it wasn't, like, awkward or anything.
Well,
but,
like Jesse kept messaging me about it, and she's just like, oh, I loved your DJ, you know, how much was he, you know, what's his name? And it's like, okay, you gotta understand something. I paid a lot of money for my DJ. And, yeah, I think I paid $2,000 for him. Yeah, I mean, 100%. Yeah, like the cool thing is, and I didn't get to experience it, but like during the cocktail hour, he was like up there singing and everything, you know?
Yeah.
Like he had a band with him, and and then he switched over to a DJ, and he was a very high energy DJ too.
Right.
Yeah, and he brought all his own setups and everything. I think another one of my biggest issues with the wedding was the room next to us. They had their DJ just going fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And like everybody kept saying like, "Oh, I wish our DJ would turn his music down." It's like, that's not our DJ isn't even playing music.
That is not our DJ.
Yeah. And like, I didn't mind it because I was on the exact opposite wall, but like, you know, I could definitely understand anyone closer than me being upset with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I will say this, like, obviously I know your venue was a lot bigger than Max's, and I'm not trying to throw shade at Max's, you know, wedding at all or anything, but like, the fact that we were all able as cousins to sit together at your wedding, and then we all had to fucking get split up at Max's, like...
I didn't understand that. I really didn't. All. Yeah, because that was a thing that I made a point of, is I wanted to do like a cousin's table and like an aunts and uncle's table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I get like her parents are divorced, his parents are divorced, so you like kind of maybe have to split them up a little bit, but like at the same time, I'm like, all right.
I don't see why that would be a cousin problem though.
And then also, secondary point, I was apparently one of the first people to find out that Max had proposed to Katie. Like, he snapped me like at the place that he proposed and was like, oh, so I did this, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, don't tell anybody, I'm trying to keep it a secret. And I was like, okay. And
why? Because you don't have a house or stable career?
Yeah. And so then he sticks me with fucking Uncle Jim and Lynette and Steven, and I'm like, bro, what did I do? Like, I get, like, my mom, Nick, and Alex were also supposed to be at that table, but I'm like, even then.
Yeah, not a great follow-up, considering what happened literally months before.
Right. Well, I also think that that's part of the reason why they didn't fucking come.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because Nick and your mom sorted things out pretty fast. Like,
I mean, they kind of had to when my mom literally, like, they were not talking, and then my mom showed up in Memphis.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna have to get over that. But she still brings it up. I mean, like, they would literally, last time I was there, they talked about it, like how Nick abandoned the family or whatever, and I was like, oh, for the love of God, this was 2 years ago.
And my biggest thing with that is that she knew going into that situation that she was not going to be able to rely on Nick. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if Nick made promises that he wasn't going to be able to keep, but like, as the best man, he's got responsibilities.
No,
like,
right.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm 100% on Nick's side, and I was actually very surprised that Nick actually like stood his ground on it. And
oh yeah.
Yeah. Because
I've never been so proud of him in my life.
Yeah, and it's like, because she's being absolutely ridiculous about that whole situation. And like, she loves to bring it up about how I kidnapped Nick and took him on this wild vacation to Florida, right?
Yeah.
And forced him to spend all of their money. Yeah, and it's like, that's not even remotely close to what happened. I asked Nick if I could crash at his place on my way to Florida.
Yeah.
And then like, yeah, and then like halfway there, he was like, "Oh, do you mind if I come with? You know, I've been having a lot of stressful shit going on." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude." Or it was something like he was telling me about all this stressful stuff. And I was like, honestly, just come with me. Like, I'm stopping at your place anyway. It'll just be a couple days. Like, I'm paying for gas and room and everything. Just, you know, pay for yourself. Like your food and shit. And then we had a great fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, I really don't get why they were so up in arms about that. Like,
well,
Nick spent $200. That's it.
Yeah.
Which, like, well, okay. Well, go ahead.
No, but like, the only thing about that just like really irks me about it is that, like, for Nick's graduation video that I made for him, Aunt Kath, since she's his godmother, she said something about how she was glad that Nick went along with you to the trip, and like that meant a lot to her, that you both had fun together and, like, you know, were there for each other and blah 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 blah. My mom saw that video, didn't say a goddamn thing about the good job I did with the video. She literally was pissed the rest of the weekend at Nick's graduation, because why would she say that? Is she implying that I'm a bad mom? And I'm like, what are you fucking talking about?
Yep. And I remember that one too. Yeah. I just
like in no way did she ever imply that, like, you did a bad job at anything. I don't know. That part just always, like, annoyed me.
I don't remember. I think it was for I think it was for Nick's graduation. His, like, grade school graduation, I think it was. Right? I made that Where's Waldo thing out of it.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, everybody fucking loved it. And it was so funny. And she just went berserk on it. And she's like, that's so disrespectful and la-da-da-da-da. And it's just like, all right, settle down. First of all, I used MS Paint to do this. All right. Yeah. And I fully regret taking that down too.
Yeah.
I should have stood.
I remember we were looking for that earlier.
Yeah, because I didn't stand my ground even a little bit on it. You know, my mom basically, because she even was like, could you take it down? Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to cause it many more problems. Like, I got the laughs, you know, like, I got the old memories, you know, but I really wish I could still look back at that, because that was funny. Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
But I don't know. That's a big part of it too. It's like, I'm just so over that side of the family. Like, I don't talk to Nan and Pop anymore. And, like, Nan not showing up to my ceremony was just, like, a big thing to me. You know? Like, I get that her knee was bothering her or whatever, but there was actual shuttles there to take you from the parking lot to the ceremony site and then back upstairs. And she chose to walk up the stairs and go into the reception hall.
Well, it was just like looking back at the hall and seeing her, like, looking down like fucking the supervillain or like Batman and like the Batcave and everything. I was like, all right, let's. Oh fuck! God.
Oh yeah, see, that happened to me too.
I hate this one.
You gotta really watch those edges.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. While yes, I agree, I don't necessarily like this one. I like this so much more than the old rolling one.
Oh, yeah.
You can actually lose this one, you know? It's like, when you lose this, you see it. You know, it's like, okay, I went too far to the side. I stayed in this, you know, I got locked into a loop or something, right? The rolling one is just bullshit. It's like, you just walked a little too far and you slid right off the edge. And it's like, this fucking sucks. Yeah, like I said, I'm good on that side of the family now. And
yeah.
Like, I do honestly feel bad, because Pop only ever wanted to be nice, but, like, he did it in a very disrespectful way, you know? Like, he would constantly say to me, like, you should get into the union, right? You need to go and get a union job. And it's like, Pop, I'm 5 years into my career here, right?
Yeah.
I make more than most of my aunts and uncles, right? It's like, I'm pretty well... Yeah, and it's like, I could understand if, like, he didn't know that, right? But I brought that up a lot. And, where are we at? Come on now. And it's like every time he would like, we'd have a phone call, right? Like I'd call just to check in and be like, oh, you know, the union's opening up. You should get a job in that. And it's like, I'm not taking a pay cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, to go start over. Like, yeah, the union benefits are great, but like, it would take me another 5 years to get back to what I'm making now. And like, it was just always that. And like, okay, fine, right? Like, he just wants to make sure that I'm taken care of, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, he didn't say that to anyone who went to college.
No, right.
So it was like, even, you know, even like, I don't know, I guess I don't have a great example, but like, even like Nate or Will, you know, guys that just didn't end up pursuing college the full way, you know?
Yeah.
Or Jennifer, right? Like, he didn't bring that up to any of them.
Well, I mean, shit. I mean, use me as an example. You think I'm making any kind of livable wage? I've been doing this shit for 5 years.
Right. And so that's been my biggest issue here is that he treats me almost as if, like, I don't know what I'm doing, and,
Like you're homeless.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, he's doing me a favor with all of this. And, like, I get that that's a hot take, but, like, for years of going through that, you know, I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can just couple that with the general nanny everything, you know. I don't know if you know, but I am not her favorite.
You don't say.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, she's told me. And it's just to the point of, like, I'm just so sick of putting up with that and being treated like that. And I'm gonna say it, I don't miss it at all. I really don't. I feel bad, like I said, for kind of cutting Poppy out like that, but because, like I said, he only ever meant well with it, whereas, you know, Nanny obviously did not, but very clearly did not mean her best. But, like, I don't regret it, even a little bit. There's a lot more peace in my life knowing that, you know, well, I guess not knowing constantly that all the aunts and uncles are blaming me for everything that's going wrong in their kids' lives, and any step out of line is a direct result of them being around me,
right?
You know? And so it is nice to just kind of be away from all that finally.
Yeah, but, no, I mean, like you said, it would be nice to do like cousins only type thing.
I really would. Like, a cousin's Thanksgiving would be great, but we're still years away from that. And because, like you said, a lot of us are just in different places. Some of us are still in college. Some of us are, you know, well into our careers and just can't take that time off, you know?
Right.
You know, I know I'm kind of ahead of the curve here, but like I've got a whole family, right?
Yeah.
And it's growing. Yeah. So I can't, you know, I can't just up and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, yeah, if we could like plan something all out, I mean.
Yeah, and that is my biggest grievance about my house is that, like, it's cheap, Phil. Okay, I bought a cheap house, right? I bought the last cheap house. You know how much I paid for my house, Phil?
How much?
$104,000.
Is that not a lot?
No, not even a little bit. The average house right now is going for $230,000. In fact, my house now is worth $215,000.
Jesus.
Yeah. So,
Thank God I was smart and didn't buy a house.
this is why I stay out of the housing market.
I've seen The Big Short.
This is why I stay out of real estate investments.
There's no other reason. Please not look into that.
Stop looking at me. Anyway, What was I gonna say? Yeah, so like I'm never gonna be able to find like a livable house, right? For this much.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's small and it's gonna be tight here for the next couple of years. But like, oh Phil.
I'm not gonna make it.
Oh Phil.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you ain't gonna make it anyway. What was I gonna say? Like I plan to stay in this house until we move to Italy, because like this house is gonna be paid off in like 2 years.
Yeah. Oh,
And then,
that's nice.
yeah, and then I won't have a mortgage, and that's
Yeah.
pretty dope. So I don't know. But that's the biggest issue, is that this is a smaller house. You know, like technically my house is 2,200 square feet with the basement, right?
Right.
But that means the upstairs is 1,100 square feet, which not a bad size, you know, but that's not a party size.
No, right.
Yeah. So like I couldn't have all 13 cousins over at once, you know. But
No, and I was thinking maybe we would consider doing like an Airbnb or something like that, or
well, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, just
but
so-
have you seen the price of Airbnbs lately?
Yeah.
And even then, they're like, it drives me crazy because they're like, oh yeah, we can fit 30 people in this Airbnb, no problem. But in the rules, it specifically states like no more than 5 guests.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and no parties. And it's like,
Well-
I get the no party thing, but like, what do you consider a party? Right?
Yeah. Well, and like that's what I was also thinking. I was like, I am glad that we have like a lot of cousins, but at the same time, having this many people makes everything a million times harder.
Yeah, to get everybody together, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And even just communicating, you know? Like,
Yeah. Oh, I don't have half of the cousins like phone numbers really.
I think I do, but I never text them, so I don't I don't actually know. I need
mean,
to
I
message Sabrina here sometime.
Yeah. I communicate with Nate, Max, and Sabrina on Snapchat. I have no communication with the other pharaohs. I have yours, Andrew's, and Maeve's number. I don't have Jen's number. I think that's it. So yeah, less
Yeah.
than half.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, I think I have just about everybody's. I don't think I have Thomas's phone number anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of who else. Maybe not Will's. I want to say I had Will's for a little while, but
Yeah.
I think that one went away with Thomas's as well. I know I have Steven's. That wasn't good. I know I have Nate's. I definitely don't have Max's. I don't know, like I said, I was never really close with Max, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I know you two were, but, like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, that was the thing. It was like freshman year, like he came up to Marquette a bunch, and then like we just like as soon as sophomore year. Well, I mean, to be fair, he kind of dropped the ball on that. I don't know if you ever heard the story about him and my friend Vanessa.
No.
Oh, well, they were like, I think it was like the first time or second time he came to visit. Like they, like kind of were like talking, and then they like ended up making out and blah 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 blah. And then
Right.
every time he'd come up, like we'd all be hanging out, and then eventually like them two would kind of do their own little thing or whatever. And then I guess like he picked up on the vibe that she kind of wanted like to have sex or whatever, but she didn't. And so then like he was trying to make a move. He didn't like do anything creepy, but he was like, hey, like we could like go to the other room if you wanted to. And I guess that like totally turned her off. So then she like basically like ghosted him.
Oh.
Like,
That
after
sucks. Yeah.
And like after that, like I mean, he never came back up. And then he met Katie.
Which I really hope things work out for them. I really do.
Yeah.
I just
Oh, I love Katie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know her like that, but she seems great.
I
you
wouldn't
know?
go that far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my biggest thing is like, I don't know. I honestly cannot imagine getting married and then going home to hang out with your roommates, you know? Like,
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, that and it's not like they had one roommate, you know? It's not like they had like if Jesse moved in with me, right? And like he was just there, like that's fine, right? But like they had 5 roommates, right? And like one of them's his brother. So
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like, I don't know, it's just really strange to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, because he's a teacher. Is she a teacher too?
I thought she was like a nurse or something.
I don't remember. I specifically remember thinking they're both low income people, and I wasn't really sure how they were going to make this work.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, Nick had a kid on the way too.
Yeah. That's been my joke for a while here, because they're having a boy.
Yeah.
And my joke has been like, oh, that'll give Nanny something to talk about when Dahlia's born.
Yeah. No, he's like just 3 months behind you with the wedding, now with the kid.
Yep. But I mean, good for him. I'm happy for him.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't want kids ever. So I mean, if you want a kid and you're having one, like,
So you know this works.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. My mom keeps talking about like Nick and Haley having kids, and then Alex and Lily having kids, and then she talks about me eventually having kids and being a dad, and I'm like, Mom, I don't know how to tell you this. Having a kid would be the worst thing to ever happen to me.
Yeah, and like that's something that like our parents have a really hard time understanding. Is like we're all breaking the cycle here. It's like, you know, not everybody needs to have kids, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You can just live your life, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, seriously.
I think the biggest thing is like there's been a lot of parents who just had kids because that's what they were supposed to do, and then they just completely fuck those kids up. And I think I think in the next 20 years we're gonna see a lot less serial killers. And if I'm being honest with you, I think murder and crime and everything's gonna go down a lot.
Right.
Just because people are having kids because they actually want kids, you know?
Yeah, right. Well, and like, I'm not saying I've got like some kind of magic touch or something like that, but the last like couple of people I've dated and like seriously dated have like gone into the relationship knowing that I don't want to have kids, and then being totally okay with not having kids. But then after dating me for a while, they're like, oh man, wouldn't it be nice if like we had a kid that was half you and half me? And I'm like, why would anybody want that?
That's a really weird way to phrase things. Like, well, what was the other option, you know?
Yeah, half you and half what?
Half you and half somebody else?
What are we making, centaurs? Jesus.
Now, I will say, that is a thing. I don't want to say it's a women only thing, but I only know that women have. I've only known. How do I put this? I am only aware of women doing it. Where guys will say, oh yeah, I don't want kids, and then they'll say, okay, that's fine, and then they get into the relationship thinking like, oh, maybe over time they'll figure it out and they'll actually want kids.
I'll change him.
And yeah, and then they don't change. Because yeah, it turns out, you know, don't get me wrong, I love kids, I really do, and I love Scarlett, and I'm going to love Dahlia, right? But like, I know we talked a little bit about this, Phil, but I am not a baby person, even a little bit, right? Like, I love kids, but I fucking hate babies. And everybody keeps saying, like, oh, it's different when it's your own, or, you know, whatever. And it's like, I really don't think it is. I 100% do not believe that. It's like I said, I love kids. I think they're great, right? But that's because I can talk to them, right?
Yeah, right.
And like dogs are different because I can't talk to them, but they have their fun little personality anyway, you know?
Yeah.
But that's because they can actually do shit. So when you take, you know, the worst halves of both of those situations,
right.
where like, yeah, they shit themselves and yeah, they don't talk. It's kind of like, okay, well then what am I supposed to do here? You know?
Literally. What do you say to a baby? Like the whole baby talk thing. Like I would never. I wouldn't be caught dead doing that. Like seriously. Like when Nick and Alex have kids, or like if I come visit you and your kid, like I'm talking to that kid like an adult.
Well, and so that's, if I'm being honest, I think that is what has made me into such a great paternal role model for Scarlett, is that I have always talked to her as like, and I even said it the other day, is like, I consider her a friend, not necessarily a child, right? In that, you know, I respect, my friend has their own life, you know? I'm not trying to run my friend's life. I'm not trying to change their life or anything, but I'm here to help them with whatever they need. And if they want some guidance, I'm here for it, you know? Right. But like the second we part ways for whatever reason, like it's their life again, you know? We just happen to share that moment together. And so like Scarlett got like weirdly offended about it at first because she's like, well, I consider you my dad. And it's like, well, that's great. But yeah, oh, and she does. That's nothing new.
So that's so sweet.
Yeah. But the biggest thing here is like, I don't know, like my mom was very controlling, right? Yeah. And like she wanted to be a part of every single aspect of my life, and she wanted to make decisions for me. And if I didn't agree with those decisions, I was the bad kid, right? Yeah. And so I don't want that for like Scarlett or Dahlia or anybody else. It's like, I just like to see people for what they are. And like the people who made the biggest influences in my life were those people who just treated me like another adult, you know? Yeah. Because they just took me seriously, even when like I was obviously full of shit, you know? It was nice. Oh, Phil, did you see that? Did you? Oh!
Damn. You got cocky, kid.
I got cocky, yeah. I was losing control fast there. But yeah, and I've come to the agreement or the realization that like kids just want to be treated like an adult. They just want to be treated like an actual person. Not that there's something, I don't want to say special or unique, because all kids want to be treated as such, but you know, they just want to be part of the group, you know?
Right.
They don't want to be treated as something less than another person.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Scarlett has clung to me so much over the past couple years, is because like her father treats her like a baby, and Amelia kind of treats, I don't want to say this, but like she kind of treats her as an accessory, you know? Yeah. In that she has a kid, not she is a parent, you know? Right. And like that's 100% how my mother was with us. And that's what's always bothered me, is I never really felt like an individual in my house. And so when I got out into the world, it was just really nice to just do my own thing. And I think that's why I like being alone so much, is because there's just no pressure to be anything other than myself. But now that we've gone completely off topic here, yeah, babies are not for me.
Yeah, I don't know. And like, it's always, I just feel like it would be way better to just like being like the cool uncle.
Yeah. Well, and so that's,
you get all the hugs and kisses and shit and whatever, but then when they turn into assholes, you can let them, like, you to hand them back over.
Well, and you know what? I'm gonna say that that is probably my biggest issue with all the aunts and uncles, is that they always had something to say about my mother's parenting. And granted, it wasn't great, but they always had an opinion about it, right? And they always had an opinion about the decisions I was making and the paths I was taking, but they never like took me aside and said anything, right? They just took a back seat and just bitched about it constantly and just tore into my mom. And like, I never thought that was cool. Like, I never understood the mentality of make fun of the person who's struggling, right? Yeah. Because, like, sure, you know, my mom, you know, she's stubborn, and had you have, you know, taken her aside and tried to tell her something, like, she wouldn't have listened anyway. But, like, sometimes people just need that help, and you shouldn't just belittle or berate somebody for that. And even then, even if, you know, Uncle Tony had taken the time to like pull me aside and be like, hey, you know, I know things are going rough, but you know, they'll get better. And if you ever need any help, you know, just let me know. I'm always a phone call away.
Yeah.
Right. That conversation would have meant way more than, you know, you think $15 an hour is a great wage. Try $50 an hour. Let me know when you're there, kid. Right.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Okay.
Like, all right. That's the thing you say to an 18-year-old kid who's facing the biggest decisions of his life, you know? So, yeah. Like I said, there was a right and a wrong way, and our aunts and uncles just took the wrong way from me. 100%. They could have just been there for me, but they wanted to make fun of my mom instead. So, anyway. Getting weirdly personal here tonight, huh? Late night conversations.
I love it.
Yeah.
I will say, though, the one thing I am worried about is what are they going to call me, because Uncle Phil just doesn't sound right for me.
Yeah.
And what would you be? To like Nick and Alex's kids, would you still be Uncle Brian?
No, it'd be Big Mayonnaise.
Big
Like, what do you mean?
I'm just thinking for a toddler, that might be a little hard to say.
Mayo. There you go. Even easier. They're gonna call me Big Papa Mayo, and they don't have any other choice. I don't know.
They will not get my attention otherwise.
I don't know, just probably Uncle Brian. I mean, that's like, are you hinting at like, are you gonna be an uncle kind of thing, or like? Because
Well,
I think technically I would be a great uncle.
Yeah,
Is
that's
how
what
that works. Yeah,
The greatest uncle.
the greatest of uncles.
But would
But-
you want to be like if you know Jen had kids? Would you be Uncle Brian, or would you not want to have that name?
No, I'd be Uncle Brian.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I've always been pretty lackadaisical with my name. I
Yeah.
mean, my YouTube name is Big Mayonnaise. So, oh, Sarah's still here. I was actually wondering about that. I'm glad you're still here, Sarah. What was I gonna say? I don't know. What would you want to be, Phil? Lord Philip?
Like, I can't be Uncle Phil because
God,
that's,
I actually really
that's
like the
French.
sound of that, don't you?
What?
Lord Philip.
Lord Philip. All right, that's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, you know.
I would be okay with that. I would be okay with that. But like honestly, like I mean, they might just have to call me Phil because I.
Well, okay, so that's a whole thing. I remember I went over to one of Scarlett's friends' place, and she was like, "Oh yeah, this is Rachel," and she was talking about the girl's mom, and I was like, "No, you don't call her that.
Yeah, that is not.
That's Mrs. Quiros, okay?" And she was like, "Oh no, it's fine. You know, everybody, all the girls call me Rachel," and it's like, I get that that's your opinion, but that's not how it should be.
Right. Oh my God! When we moved to the South, everybody was like, "Oh, I'm Miss First Name or
Yeah.
Mr. First Name," and I'm like, "No, no, you're not."
Yeah, and like I would be more okay with being called Mr. Brian, right, by like Scarlett's friends. But like she
Yeah.
introduced me once as B, and I was like, "No, you're gonna call me Mr. Companic."
Yeah, I have you know.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I am not cool with that at all, man.
Yeah.
Because even then, like Scarlett's gotten pretty good about calling me dad and everything, and that's a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Because like that was a conversation we had. Because like she's all bothered about it, right? She's like, "Oh, I don't want Dahlia to find out that I'm not a Companic kid," and it's like, well, yeah, it's cute, but it's kind of like, you know,
It's
you
not
can
cute,
only
but
be
it's
so
like-
realistic about this, right? It's
Yeah.
like. It's like she's gonna find out. She's like, eventually she's gonna get to a point. And it's like, oh, why isn't Scarlett here on like every weekend? It's like, oh, because your mother signed away all the rights. So. You know, but yeah, it's kind of like one of those things. And I remember sitting down with her, and it's like, I know you, because she said she wants to start calling me dad more and more.
Yeah.
And I had sat down with her once, and I was like, "Look, if you're worried about this kid wanting to call or want fit." If you're if you're worried about this kid learning that you're not a companion, you should probably start calling me Dad instead of just Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, because that's gonna be the biggest giveaway.
Right.
Yeah. And I'll be damned if my own biological daughter calls me Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said it before and I'll say it again. Sometimes you just got to beat those kids, and that's one of those opportunities.
Right.
Opportunities doesn't sound great. It makes it sound like, I'm waiting for it. I'm ready.
Oh, come on.
Titillating at the thought. But, yeah, but you know what I mean. It's like, yeah, that for sure would not fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have often wondered that, though, like, would I be like uncle or great uncle Brian to Nick or Alex's kids, right?
Yeah. I feel like Uncle Brian would be. I mean, like I said, you're about as close to a fourth Penarski as anybody else.
Yeah, and like I know you made the comment the other day for my birthday, but like I've always felt like you guys are brothers to me, and yeah,
100%.
Yeah, and it is funny. It's not funny. It's actually a little sad. Because of my always awful relationship with my mother, my Andrew and the girls have always kind of been like their own group, and I've just kind of grown up outside of that.
Yeah.
Right. So like I've always felt separate from them. But like I've always felt really close to you guys.
Yeah.
And I remember even like saying something like, "Oh, this is my friend Carly. She's like a sister to me," or something along those lines, right?
Yeah. And
like I said it like in front of Jennifer. And it just, she didn't say anything, but it's like, now I feel awkward, it's like, because I definitely treat Carly better than I treat Jennifer, and I keep up with Carly a lot more than I do. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. And like I said, I've never really felt close with my family, but that's why I have my own now,
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm starting the new clan. But I have even thought about it. Like, I think we're only gonna have one more kid here. I'd like to have as many as possible, but I think with how I didn't realize how much Amelia hates being pregnant until she was pregnant. But she is not about it. Yeah, and I think I'll be lucky to get one more kid out of her.
Well, do you want like a boy, or would you be okay with another girl?
I don't. So that was a weird thing, right? Like I've said it for years. I would actually prefer all girls.
Yeah.
And even then, it's like, even if I had a boy, like I wouldn't be upset, right? Like it's just, I raise my kids the same no matter what.
Yeah.
Just as long as I get to have them full time, that's all I really care about,
Yeah, right.
And that's easy enough. I just don't have to be a shitty husband. And
that's all?
That's it, as it turns out, What was I gonna say though? So if I were to have another girl, I have thought about even changing my last name when I get to Italy to have a more Italian last name. Because like if I don't have anybody to carry on my last name, right? Yeah, it's kind of like I might as well just have whatever I want, And I'm gonna be so far. I don't want to say detached. That's not quite the right word. I know there's a right way to do this, and I'm not doing it. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do this.
I keep trying to go down the middle path, and if you just go to the side, you can get through it first try, no problem. But yeah, it's like I'll be detached enough from like my family that
you lied to me.
What do you mean?
I didn't get it on the first try.
Well, like a normal person, without ape brain.
Oh, okay. My smooth brain.
Your smooth brain. The problem is that your brain is so far from the rest of your body right now that it takes a minute. There's a full half-second delay.
No! Oh
Phil.
my god, no!
Phil.
Please tell me oh my god, I'm not gonna make it. God fucking damn. Piece of shit.
You might. Still got 3 more. Oh yeah, you got this, dude. Just hit the lily pad. Just yeah, there you go.
Jesus Christ.
Longest round there.
Literally.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I was gonna say, please tell me this isn't number 42 back at the finish line. Or at the beginning. But yeah, like I said, if I don't, I'll be detached enough from like my friends and family that like it wouldn't even come up in conversation, you know?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't keep it a secret or anything, but like, you know, it just, I'm sure I would get grief for it right off the bat. But then like, after like a month, right? Who cares?
Yeah, right.
It'll boil over, yeah. Oh. So, but that's all just speculation, thought, and everything. You know,
All that stuff.
yeah, I don't know that I'd actually do it because you know that costs like not a small amount of money to do.
No, right.
Yeah, it's like $1,500 or something like that to change your name, and then
Is
you
it
have to go
really?
through. What's that?
It's that much?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then on top of that, it's like you have to go through and change your identity at like all your financial institutions and yeah, like your 401k, your retirement, your insurance, right? Your driver's license. You have to go through and get everything redone now with your proper last name. And it's like, I don't know if it's really worth that, you know?
Well, there goes my dream of being named Megatron.
Trash boat.
Trash boat. I get so many regular show TikToks and it makes that and Chowder. It makes me so goddamn happy.
Yeah, 100%. And like, I've thought about doing just taking regular show and chopping it up into like the bits of like this is how it starts versus how it's going, right?
Yeah.
Because that was really the golden element behind regular show. Is that it would start off as just like Mordecai Rigby, you know, pick up these chairs and then they fight God, you know. Oh, Phil, no. Oh, there we go.
Did you not make it?
No, I made it.
Oh. Oh, you're already done.
Yeah, I just finished.
Okay, gotcha. No, I remember when you and Andrew came down one time to Memphis and we like binged regular show. Like you brought like the DVDs and we like binged them.
Oh, I think that was at Nan and Pop's house.
Oh, it might have been.
Yeah.
I thought we were in Memphis. I don't know why. Oh, no. You know what it was that we watched? We watched that like ninja assassin movie.
I remember watching that one.
The guy, like, his heart is on the other side of his body, and like that's like the big twist or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a birth defect. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like that wasn't really the focal point it needed to be. You know? Yeah. God, that was such a fucking ridiculous movie. Like such incredible action in it.
Yeah, right.
With the worst fucking plot. Like the most unnecessary plot ever, you know? Yeah. What are we doing here? Is this the tail thing? It is.
Nope. Alright, I didn't know we were fucking playing. That's my bad. I lost my tail.
My bee. Oh, that son of a gun. That other son of a gun. You know what? I'm just gonna hang out till the end. You know, there's no real reason to grab a tail this early, you know?
You bring up a valid point.
Like, it's just a lot of effort trying to keep the thing, you know? Like, 30 seconds, I'm gonna give it a try.
Oh, fuck off.
Don't touch me now. Don't touch me now.
Fuck,
Monster
fuck, fuck,
fucks.
fuck, 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 fuck. God damn it. Piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
I'm not gonna get it. Oh, baby. Oh, God.
Oh no!
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Am I about to do this? This is the first
Oh
one.
no!
That is the
Oh,
first
I lost mine.
Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, I
hate
don't. I go back and forth on this one. It's like, it's not a fun game mode, but it's a fair one. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just glad they got rid of most of that team bullshit.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that they, like, try out new games, but it's kind of nice when they are like, all right, obviously this one is not.
Yeah. Because some of the early game modes were just absolute trash.
Oh, right.
I gotta get up tomorrow and do like a recording and shit.
Once I die, we can.
Oh, I mean that's up to you. I
mean,
I can go.
I'd probably say, yeah, because it's about to be midnight.
Yeah. Now don't forget, those things launch you if you touch them.
Yeah, and I also don't know how early I'm actually gonna have to fucking like get up to travel through this goddamn snowstorm apocalypse thing. Oh my god.
Oh no, Phil. Oh no, Phil. Ah, there it is.
Whatever.
All right. Yeah, that's good enough for me for tonight.
Yeah.
So I'll probably knock out a record. I'm probably gonna get up at like 8 o'clock tomorrow and just knock out another one. I still got
All
a
right.
shower and everything here.
Oh, Jesus. I do not envy that. I'm about to just hop right into bed, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. That's always been my, well, I shouldn't say that. That's been my more recent thing for the past couple of years. I feel like your bed stays cleaner if you shower before bed, you know?
That is a very good point.
Like, yeah. Oh, Gregor just got home. I was like, well, I wonder what he's up to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Ever since I've started showering before bed, it's like I just feel better going to bed, you know?
Right.
And like, you know, I get all the day's worth of grime off of me before bedtime and everything, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my 20 seconds on it, you know.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. Well, you're hopping off.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, bud. Well, hey, thanks for coming out tonight.
Yeah, no, thanks for playing with me.
Yeah, no, like I said, anytime you want to play, dude, like I'm always available for shit, you know? Like
I'm definitely gonna start taking you up on that.
yeah, say like the only nights I definitely can't play are like Monday, Tuesday nights, but like weekdays like after like 7 o'clock, I'm usually
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got to start
Alright.
figuring out a workout routine, but that's different.
Yeah. That'll come later.
Exactly. You know, I can get the dad bod once I'm a dad, you know?
Right.
So, all right, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, love you.
Love you too.
Night.
Night. All right. And then that leaves just Big Papa Mayo here. I don't remember how to get on a Discord. There we go. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sarah, thank you for stopping by. Tell Nick I said hello. If you guys are watching this later on YouTube, make sure you hit like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.